Hey, hello, welcome in, how are you going? Welcome back to Containedpage, the absolute chaos fortress. Oh my god, 45 population. Jeez man, 17 angry dwarfs. But yeah, welcome into the mini Monday stream. Welcome back. We should be pretty good against the next sieges that come and hit us, I think, if we're lucky. And it also means we can focus more on working on our nice wee little breed we've got going. With a ghost, that's one thing we have to do. We need to catch up with our dead. We have many dead. And hello, cat, how you going? Yes, but will there be a cat? Is also yes, but will we be there extremely early? And apparently, the answer is yes. So, let's come down. We are down this way, down a few more levels, and we can visit this nice wee space. So, how are we doing with tombs at the moment? Very low on the odd tombs. How are we doing with slabs? Let's have a look. We got megatons of slab. I don't think any of them are carved at the moment. And these have all been claimed. That's alright, we can always mine out some more. Now, let's come down this way this time. Mine out some more wee spaces for our dwarves to rest in. There we go. Just a smaller one this time. Oops, there we are. But yeah, chat, hope you guys have been having a nice week so far. Or a nice weekend, as it were, for some of you. For me, it's been a Monday, so I've been working all day. I've only just finished just a wee while ago. There we go, get that mined. And we're going to come up to... That's right, this got smashed but reassembled. So, in here, we're going to start asking for some new slabbies. Sadness is a ghost, so engraved slabness. Slabness? I see. We'll slab slabness. That's fine. There's a barn down there. We should have plenty of slabs floating around, so this should be able to handle quite a few of them. I'm only seeing a couple. Ah, there's K-Doll. And another slab. Down to where we were with K-Doll. Way down in the depths. Okay. There's Cole. And back down again. Usually it's not too bad. I'm not too bad with like leaving ghosts floating around because we don't get too many of them. But this is quite a bit of a death spiral at the moment. And Zon, that should do us. They'd let us get rid of a few of those ghosts, man. Should be nice. Now, how's our nobles looking? Everyone has what they need. Like, there's a few whoopsies here and there. I think I may need some help. And we're still waiting on that tomb. Amaya would like one helmet. Good luck with that one, buddy. Other than that, we've got our manager, we've got our medical dwarf, our brokers and bookkeepers. We're doing good there. How are we doing with our hospital? I think our hospital's over here, isn't it? Oh, and it goes, Cadle. Don't hang out in the hospital. People are trying to recover here. We've got our doctors. We're down a surgeon. Who would like to be our surgeon? Maybe. It's Craftsdorf. Now we're looking pretty good. There we go. So yeah, we've got to kind of boost up happiness in this fortress, but also start exporting megatons of wealth because we really want more and more people coming to hang out. So what are we doing with our metals at the moment? Let's see, cutting gems, that's fine. Making many slabs and blocks and marble thingies. Alright, let's go for the tried and true golden goblets. These will start boosting value once we sell them. A good stack of 10. Maywood, hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Now, this, I think, is ready for some large gems. As you know, we were going to put an artifact here, weren't we? You know, I can't remember what it was. Ooh, iron mail shirts, nice. Must have stolen those from some goblets. And Rith. So Rith, hello, welcome in, welcome in. How are you going? We are just trying to recover this absolutely shaking and quaking fortress at the moment. We had about 110 or so dwarfs, and we've dropped down to about 45 after a few dramas here and there. So we're resolving them, we're getting things fixed up. Now I think... See, we had a few things going on with artifacts. I can't remember what they were though. Well, I suppose this can sit here until we decide what to put in. You haven't looked at any new dwarf fortress yet, and you saw me raid casual yesterday, I know. And you figured this would be a good chance? Dude, new dwarf fortress, the Steam version is amazing. We have fantastic menus and stuff for like dealing with military, dealing with dwarfs, and all sorts of other creatures. It's so much easier. The Steam version of Dwarf Fortress is easily the best one yet. Now, are we making some wooden bins? Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Looks way easier to deal with. Oh yes. Oh yes. This is definitely the easiest way to play Dwarf Fortress. Much better than it's ever been. I do recommend it, and if you don't feel like putting money down for it, you can actually grab the classic version, which is just basically this, but with ASCII. I can even show you. So if we go into settings and bring up these ASCII graphics, so things look a bit more crusty, but it's the same menus and stuff, so you can try out the menus to see if it's the sort of thing you'd be into. Now, not going to admit, even with just the ASCII, it does look quite nice. Look at that lad down there. See that little dwarf? There's a little smiling dwarf in that corner. We can even zoom in. So we have a smiling dwarf there, and I think they're pushing a wheelbarrow. There we go. There's a lot of charm to be had in the ASCII graphics. Oh, that's our waves coming in. Yeah, look at that. All these waves splashing against the shore, and they're hitting. We've been working on our bridge. Fantastic stuff. I do like a bit of ASCII. There we go. I like how a few remakes recently have had toggle graphics. I know, it adds so much. It's nice. This game is in a class of its own. I agree, man. It's like, it started almost its own genre, right? Because there's been so many different games that have kind of copied its kind of survival settlement flow, like RimWorld and all that sort of stuff. It's cool. I love this stuff, man. It's so nice. There we go. Our pearl ash is coming in. We will get more clear glass shortly. We have to be careful. One thing we have to be careful at the moment is our dwarves. They need a lot of time off to relax because we have a lot of angry phases. So we have to be careful not to overwork them at the moment. So we just need to focus on meeting needs rather sadly than building this fantastic bridge we've got going on. I know we're close. Well, not really close. We're about like a quarter of the way there, but we need to be careful. You haven't had the brain to play Dwarf Fortress for a long period during the past few days, but you popped in for 5 minutes a few times to knock off a few tasks that came to mind, and that was nice. Oh yeah, awesome. Oh, the goblins have returned, and we can see up there in the top corner, the goblins have brought their dwarven companions with them. So I wonder if they're bringing demons this time. So those dwarfs, right, these lads up here, Delia Craftsclink and Cyril Chambergood, these have come in with the goblins as part of the goblin attack force. They have dwarven names. Usually they get renamed if they get captured as children, but not these ones. Interesting. And let's have a look. Will they bring demons with them? Are they charging already? Oh no, we're looking alright. So they're not bringing demons this time. I wonder if this is the same group of goblins. Because the last time these lads have come to visit, They brought in a lot of demons. However, this time, it's only a small force. Look at this. What sort of military do we have? Oh, not too bad. I do suggest you guys update your equipment though, huh? Now, one thing we can do. Where's our rubbish pit? Because I know our rubbish pit has a lot of thrown out armor and stuff in it. So we can come down here. Come down to this claim button. And reclaim all that armor. So what we can do now. Up to these lads again. Update your equipment just to make sure they're getting what they can. We can see they've all got weapons and shields. We still need some more breastplates and whatnot, but we're getting there. So I'll give them some time. Here we go. They're grabbing their gear. Including some children, which are grabbing 10 tons of stuff. There's going to be some nice mental trauma for children digging through a corpse pile to grab some loot. Time to lock down the fort again? It is. However, so these lads, they're not immediately attacking. Where are they? Just up here. So they're camping out on the edge of the map over here. Just on the edge of the beach. And they're wanting to parley with us because they want to see if we can give them an artifact. And they're saying if we don't give them that artifact, they'll attack. We don't want to give them any artifacts. We like all ours. So we're going to let them wait and wait and wait. That's what our dwarves kind of clean up this rubbish up here. Okay. Right, so that's about as good as we're going to see our squad for the moment. Nowhere near strong enough to hold off these invaders. However, we do have our weapon trap down here. Come on, children, in you come. Hopefully you guys are all finished now. We're going to pop the civilian alert to keep everyone inside. And down here in our barracks, we're going to tell our military just to hold position, just in case there's a few leaks coming down. So we'll see them start turning up and holding position here now. And while that's on the way, just one thing we need to make sure of is that no military are trying to rush out of the fortress to grab some loot. I think we're fine. But we're about to turn these minecarts on, and if the military go through those minecarts, our military will suddenly become ex-military. But yeah, I'm not seeing any more people rush up, so we could be fine. Alright, our next goal is at hand. We need to re-enable the trap. So let's get down to our trap lever. And give that a quick pull. Someone will be popping over. Look at this lad. There we go, nicely done. And now look at these. These are absolutely hooning. I think they're going too fast for these spears to pop up and down. Which is a pity. I was hoping we could use some of this power to get these spears really blasting. But that's okay. It looks like we're going to have an extra minecart to power these retractable spikes. But that's okay. You've got a stressed soldier who seems to be bouncing between her military uniform and civilian clothes all the time, even though we give her squad no orders in the hopes that they'll take time to pray and the like. You got spears and pressure plates in? We do, but you can see even though these are linked, they're not moving up and down, they're staying retracted. It's because this is taking too much time to reset and our minecart's hitting it too quickly. So we don't have those spikes running at the moment. We'll probably disassemble this because we're not using that and get one more minecart. Actually, even that wouldn't work. We'd have to get an extra minecart over here that runs to trigger the spikes around the edge. That's not too bad though. These two should be enough to absolutely mince a good chunk of these goblins. So, let's have a look. A ghostly cook is following around a dwarven child. Animals are growing older. Now, let's take a big gamble and hope these grinders of ours will hold up to the siege. The goblins will start moving forward now. We've denied them again, and they're charging. We see Dallo the axe dwarf sprinting ahead. A huge battle cry on their lips, covered in copper. And a wild boarbone bracelet, very nice. And behind them come the goblins. The goblins are using a lot of iron, which will be nice because once they die, we'll be able to use a lot of it. Coming up. Every now and again they'll pause, waiting for their buddies to catch up. They don't want to go too far ahead by themselves. They're using a good bit of tactics here. So they'll be making their way forward. And over the count, trundling towards our fortress. And here we go. The dwarf is leading the charge. The dwarf might try and sneak around the edge here. Nope, the dwarf has decided to stand on the minecart tracks. Hasn't taken any health damage yet. Oh, there we go. No, the dwarf is fine, dodging all the carnage from these minecarts. Will the goblins be as lucky? Nope, there's someone over there dead right now. Less than a second, someone just evaporates. Took them about 2 frames to reach that corner. Are the goblins trying? Oh, this dwarf is doing their best, dodging around. They got swooped, but I don't know where they went. Oh. The dwarf's feeling a bit stunned now. Her lower body is bruised. Her liver is mangled beyond recognition. Her upper body is bruised. Her right kidney is mangled. And her spleen is bruised. By the way, Rith, if you're still around, see how easy it is to investigate what dwarves are up to now? Any creature, you can just click on them. And there's all these different stats about what they're wearing, what their skills are, what their health is. It's cool stuff, man. So much better than it used to be. But yeah, let's see what these blenders are going to keep doing to these goblins. Oh, one's over here. Very injured. Dwarves that are part of goblin sieges equipped like other members of the goblins, or do they end up with better equipment? No, actually, they basically, if dwarves are part of the goblin civilization, they take on all parts of that civ. So most of the time you'll see them have goblin names, and they'll wear goblin equipment and goblin quality steel and whatnot. So they won't have steel, but they'll have like bronze, iron and stuff instead. Once you find a job again, you'll probably pick it up. Oh, I recommend it, man. And good luck on your job search as well, by the way. Been in that position myself a few times, and it's never easy. This goblin, so you see this big trail of blood? These lads aren't running up, they've been smashed by a minecart and are flinging off into the distance. Yeah, that one died, this one's up here next to them, severely injured. Now, I think the minecart that was here is gone. Sometimes, oh no, there it is. Oh, this one's coming back again. Laid off in Labor Day, out of the blue. Oh snap, buddy, that is rough. Maybe just Twitch and freelance. That'd be a pretty nice job though, I've got to admit. But you look at these goblins. So many of them are smashed along this wall here. That's why I want those spikes working. And see the ones that got punted and smashed way up here? They're running forward again to catch up with their mates. You've hit affiliate already. Oh dude, congrats man. That is perfect. It took me a long time to get to affiliate. A long time. I think I was streaming for like about 4 or 5 months before I hit affiliate. So you getting affiliate that quick is impressive, dude. The goblins are coming back. Up here, Matto. This bowman is taking a big risk getting that close to the tracks. Careful there, Matto. All the other goblins are falling back. They'll be coming in for another push in a second. I think Matto may have fainted from the pain. Over here, Asno, lying in this pile of corpses, vomiting uncontrollably. Her lower body is bruised and her guts. His guts are bruised. That'll be why they're so sick. Here we go, goblins coming back, and they're getting blasted through. You're seeing some of them fly up this way, crash into this wall. They're taking damage from hitting that wall, and from the minecart. Oh, this one's coming up. Injured, but not giving up yet. Her third finger is broken. His left hand is mangled beyond recognition. There we go, here comes our first attackers coming in. That one guy actually didn't charge up, they just got thrown up by the minecart again. And heaps of them are charging now. A recruit is dead. Straight off the bat, a recruit's died. Our dwarves are attacking. Holding position. The goblins are ferocious. They're in the fort properly now. Now hopefully we should be able to handle the last of the siege, because the goblins that are getting in, even though they're doing a bit of damage, they're very injured. Yeah, get him, dwarvies, get him. Oh, that's not good. That's a lot of goblins. Oh dear. I was hoping our dwarves would be able to handle this goblin wave, but we should have pulled that lever earlier. Alright, they're just attacking random people and stuff now. But look at them, they are severely injured. They're also attacking our animals again. let's get some more random dwarves in the big panic to join our military. Let's see. Cooks and farmers all over the place, man. Right, and we'll tell them to come up and kill a whole bunch of goblins. It's not too bad if we lose to these goblins because we can always just reclaim this fortress. You got it in a week, jeez. Made a lot of friends that helped as well. Man, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So where's the siege happening? The goblins are kind of taking it easy at the moment. Yeah, I think if we had those spears working, we would have been much better. Is this cow like fighting this goblin over here? Oh, we paused? Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, we're getting some lag though. 26 ticks. Many of our recruits have been found dead. These minecarts are still spinning. There's still injured goblins down here as well. There's many more stuck on this pathway. Seriously injured. Stray bull is fighting. Goblins are fighting. Wonder why our dwarves aren't coming up. Dwarfies, what's the problem, huh? We might move our dwarves to station here instead. Yeah, we're getting some lag. Ticks are dropping fast. Do we have a pathing problem? We might do actually. Look how slow the minecarts are. There we go. Whatever the pathing problem was, it's resolved itself. Many more recruits have been found dead. I think that's an old era though. Even though the goblins are so injured, they're still trying to hit the fortress. We're waiting for our dwarves to turn up. The siege is still ongoing. Even though the goblins have been so ruined by those minecarts, they're still feeling just a lot of determination to injure our poor old dwarfs. FPS is at max though. A lot of the goblins on the surface are dead now. Pausing the game really does us some lag, huh? There we go. So the goblins up here, anyone up here is severely injured, including this lad. Seriously injured. Cannot even stand, still coming to fight though. And I think the goblins that are attacking us, although they're claiming they're quite injured, they have like broken hands and stuff, so it's not that severe. FPS is dropping down again, all the way down to 4. I'm not certain what's causing that. Seems like a pathing issue. So many dead dwarves. We're down to 36. And I think a good chunk of those will be children, actually. Hope the goblins are coming down. So our dwarves haven't made it up to station just yet. I'm not certain what's going on there. There's some sort of weird pathing issue. Oh. A goblin is fighting. What's up, goblin? I paused again. FPS suddenly starts skyrocketing. Oh, a goblin pikeman is slamming into everything still. Still getting ruined by these minecarts. Perfect. That's what we like to see. The more injured goblins, the less likely the dwarves are going to get absolutely mangled by the ones that are attacking us. Oh dear, I see what's happened. This is why we're having so much lag. Who's down here? Why is this all on fire? So, half our fortress is on fire. This is all like our farming area. And something in here is burning up. And that's why our military isn't coming up, because they can't get through the flames and the smoke. And that's why we have so much lag, because there's so much pathing issues going on. And it's probably also why the goblins aren't coming down to attack. Right, we'll cancel their order. Yeah, that's our frames just tank when we unpause. It's all pathing areas of people trying to get through the smoke and fire. I don't know what's caused that though. Do we have a bit of a ever burning problem? Because we haven't been seeing too much. But us being attacked by fire breathing monsters at the moment. There's nothing turning up in the combat logs. And this fire will continue until it burns up all the fungus, possibly destroys the farms. So not certain what's going on there. The goblins meanwhile are happily hanging out here. That pike dwarf charging again. Blood in all directions. No. Yeah, we'll have to see why those aren't triggering. I was really hoping they'd fire quicker, but I think we're hitting that button faster than those can reset. Yeah, the goblins are trying to get down to us, but this fire, man, it's what's stopping them at the moment. However, once that fire goes out, and it'll go out eventually, things will start going absolutely ham. Yeah. So, this fire may have come from, I'm thinking, maybe a book or something caught fire and we didn't notice it. And then eventually that book just spread fire all across the map. Every now and again the FPS picks up because people give up on pathing. You dwarves, be careful now, don't get yourselves injured down there. This dwarf up here, just trying to do a bit of farming in the midst of the raging fire. And we're still under siege, by the way. Oh no, the goblins have found our poor cat. No, you didn't need to kill our cat. Come on, man, that's our cat home. You don't need to cause such a ruckus. I wonder how many enemies we're looking at the moment. So, we have still quite a few invaders. A lot of them will be injured. Yeah, a lot of them are kind of parked up here in this huge, like, mauling area. But our poor old cat. Three FPS. Shows you how fast these things are moving, and 3 FPS and these things are spinning this quick. Solid gold. They will absolutely do some damage. But yeah, the ones that made it, I think, came through this edge here. Which is why we're trying to get those traps going. Now, to get those repeating, we'll need a bigger loop nearby that doesn't run as fast. And that'll get these spears popping up and down. Once this current siege is finished, we'll be able to start getting into that. Oh man, we have a good amount of food and drink though. FPS is still on the floor, 3 frames a second. These goblins are fighting. How are you fighting, goblins? Oh. The goblins, some of the goblins have come back up and gotten run over by minecarts again. Every time they do that, we get a little bit more armor. Look at this lad, completely blasted, crashed into 2 minecarts, slammed into the corner. Goblin blenders are very dangerous. And those 2 will be parked up there for a while now because they'll be unconscious and heavily injured. Let's see. I wonder if these ghosts are ready to be dealt with. Once these invaders leave, which they should do eventually. But once they leave, we should be able to do a whole bunch of slab placement. There's these pikemen and stuff. Slowly but surely doing their best to reach us. Now. Oh, a bit more combat. This is the Goblin Axeman, Stazbob. Stazbob what? The gold minecart strikes the goblin axeman in the left upper leg, and the injured part is crushed. The bowman and the axeman are still trying to get towards the fortress. Oh, there we go. They're moving now. FPS is still so bad. Once that flame comes down, we'll get all our frames back, I promise. Oh. No, our piggy's died. Oh, did our pig catch fire? I think our pig may have caught fire. Yeah, you can see the flames just burning up the last of that fungus now. I think what's happening... Oh, I see what happened. Do you see that there? That is a magma crab. So a magma crab would have snuck up into our base from the depths below and breathed a little bit of fire at someone, and it would have caused this huge big wall of flame. The goblin axeman is fighting. Buddy, did you step into the minecart tracks again? You did, didn't you? Oh no, I think that's an old message actually. Yeah, I think once we get spikes along these edges, and maybe along here as well, we'll be much better off. The smoking crab shell? Yeah, that's something called a magma crab. It lives in the magma sea in the center of the earth. And if you open the magma sea to get some forges running, like we've done, and you don't do it properly, like we didn't do, because I opened the magma sea badly on purpose. But what that means is the magma crabs can come up through the little openings you've made and start running about in your fortress, and they'll attack and sniff at people, and they'll even throw a little bit of fire towards your dwarves, which is why the bottom of our fortress is on fire now. And Love Broken, hello, welcome in, welcome in. We're having a bit of a goblin invasion and a huge firestorm at the same time, so FPS is very slow. I think it's because this dwarf can't get through the smoke. Once they're able to, we'll gain a lot of FPS back again. But until that time... Oh look, we're only 12 angry people now. Hey, fortress is improving. So this dwarf, they should be able to start moving shortly. Is there anyone else that's stuck by the fire? It's all about the smoke itself which causes the issues. So people are pathing. Yeah, we should start clearing up pretty quick now. There we go. All of these ghosts, man. I hate it. And Great Padinsky coming in with a raid. Welcome in, raiders. We are under siege by goblins. They're in the fortress causing a ruckus. We are also on fire. A magma crab lit our farms on fire when we weren't paying attention. It is an absolute huge chaotic mess in this fortress, and you guys are welcome to visit and enjoy the carnage. Hope you're having a nice stream over there, Padinsky. What were you playing? Oh, and let me do your shout out as well. Whoop. Hold on, I have mistyped something. Is it like this? Have I done it? I have, there we go. Make sure you drop good old Padinsky, the greatest of Padinskys, a follow. They're a fantastic streamer. Oh, we're getting a bit of combat. The militia commander has met the goblins. You're going to play Payday 3? Oh dear, yeah, I've heard bad and heartbreaking things about the odd Payday. Very bad things indeed. You ended up playing Company of Heroes 2 instead. Oh nice, that's a good game, man. That is a very nice game, old Company of Heroes 2. PD3 is heaps fun, but only if you can get into it. So the militia commander is fighting a goblin, scratching him in the left upper leg, bruising the muscle. However, I don't think the commander has any weapons or armor, so they'll be dying very quickly. Up here is it. So the goblin spearman, Sning, Sinlocks, a wee bit injured, a bruise on the leg, and their neck is torn open. And over here, our militia commander, bleeding, cannot stand or grasp. Let's tell our military to help by killing this lad if possible. The goblins come back for another attack. More goblins sprinting down the stairs. I think we got our FPS back. Yeah, look at that, not bad. Down they come, towards the fortress. So these, because I wasn't paying attention, these goblins actually snuck inside the fortress. That's 3 deaths, rattle, 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 4 deaths, including poor old heartbreaking Lennox. We've lost our militia commander as well. The goblins are coming in. This might be it. Fagoth, the cook, has been elected mayor. Let's get some more military. We have almost no one left. I think we've even lost our noble at this point, which is upsetting. Let's invite the doctors and the military. Ah, there's our baroness. She's fine then. That's perfect. We just kind of need to push these goblins out. That's the goal. They managed to get through the big grinders somehow and are now causing ruckus in the fortress. You think he got volunteered to be mayor? Ah. The recruits entered the martial trance. That's what we like to see. You be careful up there, recruit. We only have 31 lads. Now to 31 lads, I think most are children now. Oh, another death, a recruit. Dead in the staircase. They're taking a goblin with them though, which is very good. Oh yeah, lots of carnage now. Fighting on the staircase. Hey Claiborne, hello. You're doing alert while your puts around in Munich. Getting ready to do more vacation stuff. Oh mate, sounds fantastic, buddy. I'll rest this off fighting. The flying silver arrow strikes the recruit in the lower body. Oh no. The recruit is just vomiting. The last of our dwarves doing their desperate stand against the goblins. This might be it. We might need to reclaim. That's okay though, I don't want to give this fortress up. I'm very happy to reclaim. Meanwhile, a dwarven child taken by a Feymood in the midst of the fall of the fortress, grabbing themselves a craft dwarf workshop. And it looks like we've got our FPS back now, so the fires have finally calmed down. They're still under siege. Here. The dwarves are actually holding their own against these goblins. They're very injured. But they're doing the very best. This huge wall of dwarves. Just struggling and straining against the goblins. We'll even reclaim some of this stuff, I think. Further on up. Where's the last of the goblins? I think we pushed them back quite a bit. A few are on the way. More babies entering the world. What timing? I know. So more gobos. Additional zerging incoming? Yeah. This old fort of ours, it's had a rough life. We may see collapse number 1. Still under siege. We have pushed back a good amount of those goblins though. And by the way, more than half our fortress is children now. We have 13, 14, 15 dwarves that are adults. Only the Baroness is in a good mood. Everyone else shaking and quaking in their boots. This is a fort of legend, I know. Oh no. Niche over here, dead in their office. The mayor's imposed a ban on certain exports. You're gonna call it a night. You'll pick up it on the VOD from here. Yeah dude, thanks for hanging out, man. Enjoy yourself. A bit of a sleep. Animals rushing about. Sprinting into the fortress proper, trying to get away from the approaching goblins. Our dwarfs are still up here. I don't think they can walk, they're very injured. Yeah, ability to stand lost. And further on up, the goblins. I think they're just standing around. Oh, no one can stand anymore? Right, let's just clear that civilian alert. If the goblins aren't coming down, we've got work to do. Okay, dwarfs are rushing about. Now I wonder. Nope, we have a new martial trance. Up here in the steps, I think they've hit another goblin. Maybe. There's so many corpses there and so much teeth and stuff. This is crazy. But yeah, let's come down to these coffins of ours and see if we can't get some slabs going. Let's have a look here. There's a memorial. There's one up there. We can still save this fortress, I reckon, and even if worst comes to worst, like I was saying before, if we do fall, we can just reclaim. Because I want to get our nice castle going. Yeah, this is going to be one of the most craziest forts we've done in a wee while. Let's get those doors in. And a few more tombs coming in. Oh, make sure that's multi. There we go. Recruits into the martial trance again. Are you even fighting anyone? I don't think they're fighting. They just keep going into martial trances. There's goblins. Oh, here we go. Nope. Another martial trance. I don't think the goblins are doing too much. Hey, Bluesist, hello. More migrants have arrived. Mate, we need migrants. We have like 15 adult dwarfs now. But you're welcome in, raiders. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a nice wee time over in Wolf Fortress with Bluesist. Oh my goodness, the Forgotten Beast now. We are playing this Dwarven Fortress, also known as Calamity Fortress, where we constantly get bullied and smashed. We have goblins coming in and attacking the fort. They are horrifically bullying us, and we're just holding on with the last few dregs of our dwarfs. It is fantastic. Sakamura is the Forgotten Beast. Oh jeez. So down here is our main fortress. You can see there's miasma, there's ash, there's a lot of weathered plump helmets lying around. Exactly what you want to see in a fortress. And I think there's even a ghost up here, haunting the kitchens. A dwarven child has been found dead. Oh! What are you doing down here, buddy? There's Forgotten Beasts down in the caverns. I wouldn't go that way. Yes, miasma in all directions. But yeah, they managed to sneak past our very flimsy fortress defense, which did kill a lot of goblins and injured heaps more, but not enough to drive them back. He's in a trance in order to overcome the stairs. First the stairs and next the goblins. There was this child who dropped the tomatoes last stream. Oh yeah, I remember that actually. Let me not forget. Shut up, good old Bluey. There we go. If you guys don't know Bluesist, you 100% should do. Fantastic streamer. One of the best. And poor old Iden, just in and out of his combat trances. There's no goblins nearby. All the goblins are limping their way down the steps. It's a huge pack up here. I don't think any of them can walk though. Oh, no health problems. Atu slitted haze. It's just taking it easy, breathing in some nice purple smoke. We could probably turn these off now. I don't think our dwarves will be... Sorry, I don't think our invaders will be touching those for a wee while. So let's go to the trap stop and pull that as soon as we can. I'm a very kind and powerful wizard. Oh, thank you. Now, so we are getting bins of goodies up here. Poor old Iden flashing in and out of their little mood at the moment. See, these bridges have come up. Our grinders have stopped. It's now safe to walk through. Eventually, even though their pathfinding's a bit broken, those goblins will still leave and go home. For now, we'll just ignore them. It'll be fine. Does mean we won't be getting any dwarves coming up to trade with us, which is a bit heartbreaking because I was hoping to be able to get some of that going again, but alright, it's fair enough. So people are having problems. Getting spooked by goblin pikemen. The goblins aren't coming to attack though. So I don't know what's going on there. Like they're still just hanging out up here. Jabberers and Crandles are fighting against each other. A huge Jabberer versus Crandle war in the caverns continues. Now let's have a look. Out of our surviving dwarves, do we still have planters? No, not really. We have some competent ones, but none of the higher level ones we used to. Hey, it's Etchmal, hello, welcome in. I think most of our dwarves are in the military. At least most of the surviving ones. Yeah, I'm wondering what those goblins are up to, because I think they are just a wee bit glitched at the moment. Like, they're just standing around. Even though they're seriously injured, they should still be walking. This one has a dented neck and a dented head. Crandles and Jabberers continue. Update your equipment if you can, but also come up and try and kill Snang up here. Maybe they'll move forward if we do that. Will we be that lucky? Or are our doors broken? Because these lads just aren't moving. They're starving and dehydrated. Oh dear. I think our game has had a problem. We might be better off. Potentially. What? A masterwork's been lost. Why is there a lost masterwork? Thought I saw a goblin for a second. But no, it's just our dwarves. Yeah, so I'm thinking we might be better off, to be honest, abandoning and reclaiming. Because I think this fortress has a big pathing bug now. Can you deactivate and send them to hospital? So if we clear that, there we go. They'll be maybe going to hospital? Maybe. Let's have a look. Are they still on the staircase? As we scroll down, I'm not seeing them. Yeah, I think this is where they were parked up before, so it looks like they've backed off. So there might be a pathing error. It's very strange. So are our doors off to the hospital? One of them is at least. Oh, a trader has been dehydrated. Oh no, people are dying because they've been waiting too long. You got told a lost masterwork when the dwarf used the cloak into magma when it was accidentally tagged as trash. Yeah, cloaks don't do too well in magma. So we might be a wee bit stuck here with these goblins that can't do anything, that our dwarves refuse to attack. I mean, they're just kind of parked up on their steps. It's very strange. See if we can't try another attack. Just to see it. Will our dwarves come up and just stand in the staircase, or will they come and attack? I don't know. There's many children up here who are trying to get up to the lands above. Aiden's just parked up. Yeah, I think this fortress has a few glitches in it now. That's a pity. We might be better off, like I was saying, just abandoning and reclaiming. Can you see the cat room? You can. It's a bit sad at the moment. Our poor old cat room. But we can have a look at it. There it is. You can see on the mini-map, we have a room in the shape of a cat. And this is what it looks like. Sadly, the goblins did come up and absolutely bully our last surviving cat. He's died next to a fantastic moon snail statue. Oh, I see our pathing has started working again. The goblins have been causing a ruckus and killing our dwarfs. And we have swapped into winter. Yeah, the snail statue. Yeah. He was laying it over the magma, so a lady dwarf could walk over it without burning her feet off. How polite. The fort is so trashed even the goblins don't want to trade through it. Can we dig a tunnel up and seal them in the stairs? We could do, but if we dig a tunnel up, they can just as easily climb up the tunnel again, just as easily as we can. But we're down to 27 now. We have lost Fagoth to the goblin invaders. There's like 4 goblins standing on top of each other's shoulders in the staircase. A wee bit silly. So they're kind of just parked up there, but not up to much. It's very strange. Let's get the last of these people in. Hopefully not our Baroness, because if we lose our Baroness, we lose our access to wagons. Poor old Fagoth, dead for the good of the hospital. Now. Oh my god. Still under siege. So I think we've only got probably about 10 or so dwarves left, which is a worry. Here's these goblins. All 4 of them. How many sieges are left? Is it just the 4? It is, it's just the 4, these 4 that are left. Very strange. And that is all our surviving adult population, that one list. We'll clear that order, and then send them up to attack again. Maybe we could do it this time. I just want to dislodge this AI so it starts working again. Seal the main steps on the both sides. Use the temporary stairs until the goblins starve. Unless there are more outside, there's not any more, but... like I was saying before, if we go to the surface, the goblins will just run up to the surface again. Do the invaders actually need or use food? I don't think so. They might do, but I've never seen them starve before. I've never even seen them get hungry before. Creatures claiming to be in a martial trance. They're stuck on the steps again. Yeah, I think we just have a bugged fortress, guys. What do you say? We say contained pages, gets abandoned, and then we just reclaim it. Because I think it's a bit broken. So, succumb to the invasion. See, I wonder if will the goblins like attack this and claim it as their own? A wrestler has died on this. Oh, in the hospital, fair enough. A bookkeeper's been elected mayor. I'm still trying to get. Yeah, clear up your areas. After you gotta get something to eat, you lot. No, they're packed up. Soldier, no activity. Yeah, we're definitely encountering some errors here. Come on, dwarves, you can do it. Nah, they're just stuck. I think they're just stuck. Let's succumb to that invasion and reclaim, shall we? Save wheel and return to title menu. Save to this timeline. There we go. And we'll come back and we'll reclaim Containedpage. Don't you worry. Don't even worry. It'll be just fantastic. So, start new game in the existing world, and I think it's called, the Plane of Souls. We were about 103 or 105, somewhere around there. Don't think it's the realms important. That's 500 years old, so definitely not. Region 50, the Eternal Dimensions, I don't think so. Let's see. The Mythical Dimensions, only year 5, so definitely not them. So we know it's going to be something up in the 40s with one fortress. You're not going to lie. Loving the miserable blast that fort turned into. Oh yeah, I agree, to be honest. My favourite sort of fortress are ones that have huge calamities. Titanic issues. I think this is I see it. Let's have a look. The absolute plan. We'll soon see, because if we can see Containedpage, we know we've done the right thing. If not, then we'll know. let's go into Fortress. And the game advances us just a few weeks to settle everything down. And we'll have to reclaim with a little bit of an army to drive out the last few goblins. Now, over we go. Just through sandstone at the moment, day after day. Skip that tutorial, thank you. Now let's have a look. What do we got? Now, where is Containedpage? It should be in the middle of a continent. I don't think this is the right place. Because you'd see it sort of over there or something. Let's see, what do we got? Weakened sword, trade orange, shield eye, dawn ranks. Nope, this isn't the right one. That's alright, back we go. Return to title menu. I think that was the distant planet, wasn't it? Early winter distant planet? 2 fortresses cannot be that because we started our fortress in a brand new world. We tried the absolute plane, that was a failure. The Realms of Dawn, one forward. Year 101, I don't think that's that one. Could be the Everlasting Planets. It's hard to remember, isn't it? Maybe it's the Everlasting Planets. I should really make a note of which world our current fort is in. That's alright, we'll figure it out, I promise. Fortress mode. This time we're advancing the obsidian into granite. There we go. A year passes while we advance. Skip that tutorial. Now what do we got here? Scroll through. Do we see our fantastic lake? Sadly, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the happiest lake in the world. So we know it's not this one. Existing world. Man, oh man. So the ever-seeing planet, region 32, is tempting. It's going to be one of these, and I'm sorry for the hassle, but Toadie has not made it easy to figure out which one we should be reclaiming. I'm telling you. I don't think it's a distant planet. It's tempting, but I don't think so. It could be the ever-seeing planet. Did we play for 9 years though? Mustn't have. Nah. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look. Why did I click back to title menu? Is there something wrong with my brain? Oh man, for those that don't realize, this stream today is called a mini Monday stream, and it's one I do after work. So after work, my brain turns into a little bit of slush. So we're doing the ever-seeing planet, I think. Now, just trying to remember the name of the world, because it doesn't tell you the name of the fortresses until you load in. Bring up fortress mode again. Actually, what would be helpful would be if a sweet member of chat could check out the VOD from maybe even the previous stream, or maybe earlier in this stream, and just see what year we were on. That'd certainly help. What do we got over here? Still nada. We still haven't found our fancy little ocean. Back to title menu. Good old Toadie, man. He really does punish you for not doing a fortress properly. Don't think it's a distant planet. It wouldn't be anyone that we have 2 forts in. The absolute plane we've tried, and it was not that one. Region 27, the Eternal Planet? No. The Realms of Dawn, Region 34. Late Winter 101? No, it's too early. Far too early. The Ever-Seeing Planets is tempting. Region 28, 1 fort. 109, I mean... Why not? Let's have a look. We could always just roll a whole new world completely, which we might need to be honest. And just accept that fortress as being lost to the sands of time. Surprised there isn't a date save sort option. I know, it would have been nice, right? Now what's this one? Oh, we've already seen this one. Damn it. Yeah. Well, that is, to be honest, a wee bit sad. A wee bit sad. What I could do is I might... What's the date today? I do have a recorded VOD. Well, not a VOD, but a test recording from when I was checking audio before. You're gonna hear a duplicate, a double up of noise for a second. I just want to check what year we were on. We were on 106. Good old Containedpage. 106. Let's have a look. So, existing world. And do we have a 106? The distant planet 2 fortresses. 106 early winter. Possibly. Any other 106s? It might just be the distant plane, maybe. The ever-seeing land. Region 17 though, so probably not. Oh, that's 186 anyway. Ancient. Yeah, it could be the land of vision. Late autumn. Region 18, unlikely. The distant planet. Early winter at 106. 2 forts though. 104 at the end of the last stream. Really? Final attempt before we go live. That's me doing a test recording. No, we started at year 106. The 15th of Galena. Early summer. So we can expect to be maybe 107 maybe. Early autumn 107. I don't think we went that long. 1/4 the absolute plan. I'm certain we had a look at the absolute plan before and it wasn't the right one. Let's see. Alright, we'll try the absolute plan. We're either 106 or 107, one of those two. We should be 107 because we did have that missed Alvin Trader come up. Fortress mode. There we go. Just waiting up to sandstone now. This is claiming it's 108 now. Listen. What happened to the 107? All the way to 109? Something's very strange. Yeah, shall we just roll a new world? If this isn't the one. What do you reckon, chat? Shall we roll a new world? So I am not seeing the happiness I was wanting to see. Otherwise we'd be jumping in and out here again and again. I'm certain that one said 107 though. Let's see, 106 early winter. Tempting. Okay, we'll try this one here, 106 early winter. The land of vision. Region 18. No, that is very out of date. Back to title. Let's create a new world, shall we? Sadly, the old fortress lost to the lands of time. That's okay. We'll create a new one and it'll be fantastic. So we'll just do a normal short sort of fortress. We'll go into our mods here and we'll get the same ones we're using before so I don't have to worry about updating our mod description. And let's see, I think we also had detailed landscapes. Where is our fancy engravings? I think that's for the only two we really had going for this fortress. So let's bop on up. It is a pity that fortress disappeared like that, but oh well. And Let's see. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. We are looking just fine. Let's create that world. Ooh, look at that volcano. Was late summer 106? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll find it and we'll come back and visit the fortress once again in the future. But for now, we are in the eternal universe. Look at that volcano. Gold, silver, and lead. My goodness. But yeah, that was a absolute chaotic way to end a fortress, that last one. Let's see, just update my title. New fort. Even better than the last. There we go. Yeah. So, fortress mode. It'll advance us 2 weeks. There we go. And let's have a look at where we're going to end up. You're 100% fine with it, having it burned down. A bad end is still a legit end. Oh, I agree. That was good fun. So, down here in the temperate grasslands, we do have this place. There's no goblins nearby though, which is a pity. So we'd have no one to enjoy leveraging our traps on. Got humans and goblins over here. We have a good amount of goblins along this river. You can see this huge wave with a dwarven civ up there. Many elves over that way. So you can see the elves and goblins. No humans to trade with though. Oh, down here we can. Which is a bit of a pity because I would have liked to embark up in the Prairie of Sparkles. But I do like having a good collection of people to fight with. The Prairie of Sprinkles though. Joyous Worlds as well. Oh jeez. Let's have a nosy. Where else could we go? These mountains have silver, copper, nickel and lead. Gold, silver and copper down here. Around here with the goblins sound good. Elves as well. Oh yeah, we could cause a huge ruckus. We have a bit of an aquifer over there. Iron and gold, bit of flux-stone too. Gold, silver, copper and lead. I have no problem. Ooh. Iron, gold, silver, copper, lead and flux-stone. And some sand, and we have humans and goblins nearby. I mean, that's not terrible to be honest. We're near some dwarves as well. Maybe along this river. And there's no aquifer, which is interesting. Let's have a look. Who are those goblins in that corner? Sorry, the dwarves in that corner. These lads, the Theatre of Fealty. Alright, I'm alright with that. So, down here, look at all that gold and stuff. So there's not a lot going on around anywhere else except up in this layer. So we do have some aquifers. Iron, gold, silver, copper, lead. So that's iron, gold, tetrahedrite, and lead. Hello, hello, Jitterbug. Welcome in. So along this river here, we could have a bit of fun with this. However, it is pretty flat. If we look at the cliffs, there's nothing. There's a wee bit more over here. What else we got? Further, maybe in these mountains, gold, silver, and copper. Silver, copper, and lead. These huge sands over here, gold and flux. Over in these mountains, iron, silver, and copper. Iron and copper only right up here. The problem is that you can't back 100% in the mountain because people won't be able to reach you. So humans and goblins, very tempting. It's a pity there's no elves nearby because I would like a bit of elven drama. Elves and humans, humans and goblins, elves and goblins. Let's see, platinum and flux. in these mountains. We have some rivers and deserts and stuff everywhere. Gold, silver, copper. So it looks like all along here we're going to hit into absolutely everything. Iron and gold as well. And some mountains. Gold and silver in these mountains. Wow. So we'd have to be somewhat careful, because if you do a bit of that and a bit of this, just up here like that, would be wonderful, I think. And let's make it nice and massive. A 5x5. Just like that. Fantastic. So there'll be clay, there'll be silver, copper, lead, some gold in the hills. You've selected in a large area. Choose a smaller one if you experience lag. You've selected an area near a necromancer's tower. You may be invaded very early on by powerful foes. Love it. Love it. Have you ever purposely embarked close to caves and kobolds? Not really. It's, I know people who have, and it's always very exciting, but not necessarily myself. So let's see. Enemies to hard, of course. Economy normal. And let's just blast off into it. Preparing the map. And we're loading and we're loading. 5x5s are absolutely humongous. So I am interested to see what sort of shenanigans we'll get up to down here. A dwarven outpost. You have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond, your harsh trek is finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all Stinthid Stone. There's almost no supplies left, but with stout labour comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plough or hook, provide for your dwarves. You're expecting a supply caravan to come up just before winter entombs you. But it's spring now, plenty of time to delve secure lodgings and dig in before the alligators get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place. Loga Mogez. Painthole. Strike the earth. Painthole. What is this? 5x5 is big. You usually go 6x6. And you're doing an 8x8. Are your maps needlessly big? No, you can have them as big as you like. It used to be more of a thing before the big optimizations hit, where it'd be quite difficult in bigger maps because you get massive frame rate issues. But with the newer stuff, there's our gold just like sitting at the top of the mountain. I love it. But yeah, with the newer stuff, you don't have to worry about that at all. So you can be just fine to have a very, very massive and expansive place. So where are we digging in, chat? Oh, down here. Look at this. Oh my god, look how steep that mountain is. Let's dig in. So that's all salty clay, but up here we have dacite. And gold. And salty clay. Wow. So let's come in just behind this weird T-shape here. Oh, is that microcline? Oh my god, it's so spoiled. Let's mine up from this way. So, defenses for this place. We won't get to them immediately. But when we do, it's going to be more of our usual shenanigans. So it's going to be minecarts again, because I did want to get that really going the last time. And spikes again. Won't be exactly the same as last time, but we will have grinders and prodders and pokers. Should be very nice. So, let's jump down. A good handful of layers just to see where we end up. And let's reset our little thingy because we would like to come down just in here to be our main entrance. So let's go into hotkeys, zoop to here, rename this to entrance. There we go. So what's our theme going to be for this fortress, I wonder? Because the last one, we were building a big tower in the middle of the ocean. Bigger embarks can actually have better FPS because the dwarves aren't running into each other quite as much, having to trigger less optimized version code. I see. Well, Putnam would certainly know. Hey, magnetite already. Wonder what sort of shenanigans we could get up to. That music is so quiet in my ears. Let me just... There we go. Lots of microcline, which is good because it's a very nice colour. So we'll dig this way down. We'll make sure to get our dwarves sorted. So miners, you and this mason. There we go. So this place is not a very terrifying biome. It is not even a very savage biome. So we can just go absolutely ham and rip this place down for fun and profit. Not a heap of trees. I mean, there's a good amount, but nothing super amazing. Enough to keep us going though. I don't think we have sand on this map anyway. Oh, what's all this? Daysite, fair enough. And rhyolite. There's also no aquifer here, and with no river, we won't be having an underground river this time. Galena, silver and lead, interesting. So we might get up with maybe some native copper, if we're lucky, or even more interestingly, what if we ended up with some malachite? Man, oh man, wouldn't that be fantastic? We got marble. We have heaps of gemius, some slate. So our main colour looks to be the light blue of microcline. Silver Ore, hello, welcome in. How are you going? How's your day been? We've just started a brand new fortress. Our last one got eaten by goblins, forgotten beasts, and all sorts of other monsters. Oh, we found some nice. Bit of a yellow colour. And we're thinking, what's our theme for this fortress? What are our big goals here? We could dig up the landscape, cause a big ruckus and upset elves in all directions. Jelly opals. There's a lot of gems in these here hills. Some firelight. Keep mining down to see if we find anything cool, but where are we going to end up? Maybe shall we just dig into some nice for the moment? Let's come on over this way. Start working on some bedrooms. So that's 5, 6, and 7. We could go for a big fancy library. We could go for, let's see, aside from a place that obviously hurts lots of goblins and elves, what other shenanigans could we do? Let's pop these doors in while we think. You're doing well, perfect, excellent even. Now let's set up a hotkey here for our main living area. There we go, people are digging in, channeling their way through this rock. On the surface, hopefully we've coupled some trees. We have, good. So let's get in. Ooh, blood amaranths. What else we got? Strawberries, yams. Wait, are there two different yams? No, they're both purple. Prickleberries. Over here we've got pearl millet. Very nice. And that looks like some rice as well. Man, oh man, bit of rice flour. Some watermelons too. We're absolutely spoiled. So we definitely want to do a nice bit of a farm setup going here. For now, let's get ourselves a carpenter's workshop. Over this way, dwarfs are still doing their best, digging on in, pulling up boulder after boulder of nice. Oh, you're a fan of rice? Me too, man. I used to eat so much rice when I was younger. I would just inhale that stuff, dude. It was great. A bit of milky quartz, that's fine. And dwarfs rush off to grab a drink. There we go. So for this, we're going to add a new task. We're going to ask for, eventually we'll go for bears and stuff, but for now, I would like a chair. And You know, I'm tempted just to start going above ground immediately, just for fun. We do have those necromancer shenanigans coming in. But it could be interesting. We could just make a little office up here. Just for fun, just pop something for our manager to work in. You know. Already our dwarves are coming over, building this up. Now see, we have our chair done as well. There we go. We can do a ramp over here, so we can get up here. Nice and easy. Now we're letting our dwarves use whatever logs are handy. And up here we can seal it up, just like this. Let's pop ourselves in a chair. Oh, it's not inside yet. We're not quite finished with this roof. There we go. And now we have a manager's office sitting up and just in the middle of a forest at the bottom of a mountain. Now let's paint this to be an office. We need to paint that instead of setting it to multi. Paint, there we go. Just for fun, a manager's office. There we go, let's get our manager bopping in. There we are, nice and easy. Let's ask for a few basics. We're going to start off with some beds. There we go. And in here, let's get ourselves a stoneworker's workshop. And next to it, a jeweler's workshop. These are just temporary, we'll move them somewhere nicer later on. For now, we're just getting ourselves up off the ground. That's the main goal. Now we can ask for, I think, some doors as well for these rooms. There we go. And while we're waiting for that, let's scroll up because we did find a few gems in these walls. The Morians we can probably ignore, they're not worth much, but stuff like wax opals are amazing. So let's go into our auto mine mode over here. Snag these gemias. I think there's a few we might be interested in. Oh, come on, we found more than one patch of gems in there. I am certain. I am certain. So we've got the Morians. Morians are a wee bit boring, so we're ignoring the Morians. And the marble. Marble usually has a lot of gems. Nothing here though, more Morians. Just in case you didn't have enough of very low value gems, here's some more Morians. And there's a cabin, nice. Junk gems are good practice gems, they are. We've had a magma pool. Oh, that could be good. That could be magma defense actually. There's some jelly opals. And down here, oh, this is 1Z level high. That is very nice, thank you. And a magma pool. The magma pool comes up to here at level 10. Our surface is 43. I mean, that's doable to be honest. We could pump magma up here. Maybe light the world on fire. Oh, that's borderline a volcano. It comes all the way up to 19 at the highest. Man, that's nice. And they are shiny, and shiny is good, no matter the value. That is 100% true. So, let's get over this way, huh? We want to get up to this level here. We could actually claim this pretty easily, just by rolling along there. And then we have this whole area. You might need to tidy that up, that's a bit scary. But other than that wee frightening piece, we do have very early magma. Let's actually mine up and over this way. Turn off auto mode. And yeah, I think we could very easily, once we get our hands on steel and iron, start pumping magma. Up and up and up. All the way up to the surface. And what are we going to do with the magma once it's on the surface? Well, you see, once it's on the surface, we can start using it to light elves and goblins on fire. Can we throw elves into the magma? We are going to throw everything and everyone we can into the magma. I guarantee it. Now, let's get this on over. A nice big open space. There we are. And this we will call forges. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I doing it via there? Do I have the problems? We want hotkeys. Then hotkeys. We will do this. Forges. There we are. Throwing the magma onto the elves is even better. That's the goal. Because down here on this level, we can just put in a bit of a pump stack that comes up and up and up and up. Armak demands food for the flames. Oh yeah, man, it's going to be fantastic. We have iron, we have marble, which will get us steel. We have everything we need. So people up here are working busily. So one thing I'd like is just a very temporary piece of construction to protect us if something burning happens on the surface. Just so we can do surface level farming, you know. Steel tempered with the carbon of enemies. Oh, that is brutal. I love it. I love it. So what else do we have in these mountains? I know we have gold, we have silver and lead. Do we have copper? Can we do rose gold? Could we do black bronze? We can build an even grander phallic temple too. I know, one filled with magma. Would that be very strong? Elves don't seem very strong. Elves not so much. I think the ash and carbon that we get from them though, that might be worth a wee bit more. Let's snag these gemmies here as well. Gems, fantastic wee things. We love them a lot. Excellent trade goods. Now, over this way, where's a good spot for us to start our farm? I'm just having a look up and down the level just to see what parts are 1Z level high, and it looks like quite a bit is actually. So let's come up where it's safe and just start walling ourselves up a wee bit, you know. Just along that way. And then over here on this side, oh, we already got a dead bug bat. Bloody cats having the time of their lives. Let's see, we're fine there. Over this way. Just like this. And we can see there's already lots and lots of cave spider web, which is so good. And this is going to be, for safety's sake, along here like this. And up on this side. Just along this way. Yeah. Perfect. So now this will all be safely walled up just for us. And we can even get a little bit of underground farm going on in a few spots. Our beds are done. Wonderful. But I think for the moment I'm going to pop off for 10 seconds and use the bathroom. I'll pop you into BRB so you can enjoy a little bit of music, and I'll be back with you in just a jiffy. Hello. Now, we were building some beds. We also needed to get ourselves a basic temple coming along. That'd be very important. I don't think we have doors, do we? We do have a few doors. Wow, aren't we spoiled? Not quite enough doors, but we're getting there. We'll probably want this repeating, to be honest, our door job. So, if there's not enough doors, make some more. And let's also cut some gems. I'm certain we'll have gems to cut by now. And we're going to go for... Oh, we have almost none. Look at that. Our dwarves are too busy to mine out gems at the moment. That's fine. We'll leave it be for a quick second. Interesting looking mini-map we've got going along. And we've got papayas, durians, round limes, pomegranates. Oh man, pomegranates. Could you imagine? Rambutans, pomelos. It's a good bit of food in these places, huh? And date palms, which are huge things that go up forever and then are very thin. Strange we plant those, but that's alright. Now, there we go. Dwarfs are rushing about. Working on doors, cutting gems at the look. Oh, that's a normal cut gem, but we are getting away from that one, thank you. That's very bad. No. No. You don't want to do a generic cut gem like that. Always specify your gems, otherwise you won't get the fancy gems, the giant ones. And Sepilic, I just noticed you dropped a follow. Thank you so much. It's very appreciated. Why can't the bodies of your enemies that you throw into magma count as carbon when you make steel in your magma furnaces? That'd be too grim even for dwarves. I think they use quite a bit of carbon in their steel making. You have struck emerald. Where's our emerald? Oh, down here. And we've got water in this level of the cabins. Good stuff. So, let's see, I wouldn't mind also building ourselves a mechanics workshop. Just down here, another temporary spot. We'll move them to somewhere better later, I promise. Don't even worry. Magma on elevation 10? Lucky? Extremely lucky, actually. It is, so from 10 up to the surface is about 30 odd Z levels. So I was saying before, we're going to spill a bit of magma on the surface every now and again. Burn up some goblins and whatnot. It should be very fantastic. Look at this cat. What are you chasing, kitty? What have you found? Is that a dragonfly? It may have been a dragonfly that cat was killing. Chopping some more trees. Now, our dwarves are taking the time to get through this. They are very busy. Coat rush coming in with the big tips again. Not to insinuate, but maybe an early start in the tombs too. You know, just in case. Yes, but will there be a cat as excited for the kitties? This new fortress means new cats. There we go, we're coming up to where we're going to put our fortress in. And some cryolite just over here. Very excellent. Now let's cut some gems. We should be good to cut some now. And we're going to say, there we go, wax opal 7 please, and thank you. There we go. Hey, Casual Elephant, welcome in. How are you going? You're just in time. We just started the new fortress, our last one. Got a wee bit overrun by some goblins when I forgot to close the door. You're not doing too shabby. Nice. You love a new fortress? Oh yeah, man. We have a lucky fortress so far. We have some nice coloured stone going on. We have magnetite, we have gold, we have silver and lead. And down here on level 10, about 30 levels below the surface, we have a huge pit of magma. Free for us to use. We lost the obsidian bridge. We did, sadly. We were so set on making that a thing, but sadly it died. And hello, Nesian Sky as well. Now, there we go. We're in summer. We've defeated spring, we move forwards to summer. Autumn's now up next, and with them comes our Dwarven caravan. The very first traders we get, and it's always important to really make a good impression on those first traders. So we'll be trading as many gems as we can get our hands on. Onwards to new seasons, I know. Now, let's see, are we lucky enough to get that last door? Yep, there we go. And while our miners are working below, I'm also going to ask them to come up this way and get ourselves a nice wee little bit of a mini temple, you know, just a wee bit of a shrine, just so they have somewhere to sit and pray in the quiet moments. There we go. You notice that if you fail to trade, you miss out on migrants for the next year or two. Yeah, so the big thing is driving migrants are trade, but also fortress wealth. So even if you don't manage to trade, just do a whole lot of metal smelting and decorate your fortress, and you'll still get a good few dwarves. Your current fortress is just Dwarven Coachella. The booze supply is constantly strained. I love it. Now, so one thing we need to do when we're very early on is we need to make sure our doors aren't overworked. You can see already, everyone's working hard. We don't want any more jobs than what we're doing at the moment. So you can see my order screen is very low. Until we get our first migrant wave, that's not a thing we want to touch. Not too often. If your drawers get too busy, you get a big backlog of work. And things get a bit dramatic. There's nothing to catch in the northeastern swamp. This is coming along, a nice wee magma zone. The temple looks a bit flaccid, just saying. It's alright. It happens to every dwarf every now and again. Let's get ourselves some mechanisms, and rather than doing a big order, we'll just get, I think we need about 2. So let's add another one. There we go. Just so our dwarves can do 2 mechanisms and then call it done. And then we can build ourselves a bridge that we can use in times of emergency. Now, we still haven't found the source of our copper. I don't want to get too much more mining going on, but I'm interested in what our copper is going to be. I hope it's not just tetrahedrite, because getting a bit of, dude, if we got malachite, I'd be so happy. It'd make up for the death of the last fortress times 100. There's our wax opals. We can cut some more. So let's get in here and cut gems again. And just for those that have missed out on the last few times I've said this, when you're cutting gems, never just do a cut gems order. Never just do this. This is very bad. What this does is this just cuts every gem, but only into the smallest boring gems. What you want to do is come over to our magnifying glass and specify what sort of gem. And the reason for this is because if you do it this way, your dwarves will still create, they'll still cut gems like normal, but you'll also get the giant large gems, and you'll get gem crafts as well. You hope we get an easier method? Oh yeah, I agree. I'm looking forward to when that bug gets fixed, man. Hopefully it's the next thing Putnam ends up tackling, huh? There we go. Our temple's coming along. Now we have a good amount of drink and food at the moment, nothing major. But once our next migrant wave turns up, which shouldn't be too far away, but once they turn up, we'll start getting this a wee bit more populated. It is raining on the surface. I forgot to check what the temperature was when we settled here. I wonder if we'll get snow and stuff in the winter. Look at all that gold, man. That's ridiculous. Now I also wonder, will we get flowers? The most recent patch, I've noticed you see flowers more often growing on the ground. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that, especially during the spring. You have many plants we can harvest all over the place. Finger millet as well. Various trees, alfalfa. Lots of strawberries. We can see the wild strawberries already starting to sprout and flower. Or starting to fruit, rather. Now. Alright, this is all dug out, which is great. We have some nice and some firelight as well. Perfect. We have a few jimmies ready to go. Now. Oh, you know what I noticed? I was going to channel down and use that for our magma, but we can't. Because this is all open. So what we'll do, it's not game over just yet. We'll just build this up a wee bit. Seal up this place. And then we can let this kind of splash in with a bit of magma. It'll do the job. Already dwarves are coming up to work on these blocks. Suspension managed disabled, but that's okay. We shouldn't have any problems with putting these in for the moment. There we go, there's our temple. Let's pop in a door. Maybe even a couple. And actually let's pop those in nicely, shall we? Not like some sort of weird caveman. Selecting material after placement. We have 3 slate doors and 10 nice doors. We'll go for slate. I think for the moment slate will go good with those lighter walls. And this here is our very first meeting area. That was a misclick, selecting the barrow menu. But here we go, our very first menu area, and we're gonna, this meeting area rather, and we will turn this into our little wee shrine. So, new temple, and we'll go, no specific deity, so people can just wander into our new shrine called the Deep Rogue, and do a bit of praying. There's our zircons. Cool. Oh, another thing we can do. We'll get up just a little bit of a trade depot. Something temporary. We are going to end up having magma and firestorms in all directions eventually. But for now, this should do. Oh, we're seeing camels come in. Let's find a good place for our camels to live, shall we? So we can see along these edges here, aside from the gold, we have a lot of clay. Fungus will grow in clay pretty easily. But if we come down... So, this here, this will not sprout anything whatsoever. So we can't really pop animals in here. This area is going to be very shortly filled with magma, so we don't want animals there either. So we just park them up on this hill here, at least for the time being. Just like a temporary animal pasture for now. Well, let's paint this in. Make it look pretty as you do. There we go. And let's pop in our animals that would like to eat some grass. Just this buffalo, a camel, and I think that's it. At least until we get migrants and traders. Then we'll see a few more animals there. A mostly flavourless coffee, a good bit of caffeine in it though. And let me tell you, after work that is very important. There we go, there's our trade depot. Good job, Lofi. Now, down here, let's pop this open a wee bit, and we've got to figure out which way we want our magma to come. We'll probably send it off up this way. But for the moment, I think we should be just fine. Just to start channeling this out a bit. We have to be careful not to drop our dwarves into this hole here. That wouldn't be so good. But we should be fine for the most part. So we'll channel this out and punch a hole probably right there. Just to let this place flood a wee bit, and then we can get that going for our forges. Now, let's also, while that's happening, ask for a bridge. Make sure it raises up this way. Make sure we're not going to board it outside. Oh, where did you come from? That's an entire troll running about on the surface. 373 years old, having the time of their life. Where did you even come from? I thought we were all sealed up. That's very strange, but alright. Anyway, so actually before we put that bridge in, let's just be a bit cheeky. Slap in some of this microcline on the floor here. There we go. Still only rough blocks at the moment, but it'll be fine. In here we see various animals causing a ruckus, making heaps of critters on the floor, messing up our temple. Those snotters. Now, there we go. Here's all Errol, a mindful mind, praying to table, boosting that happiness, feeling wonder, remembering incompletely performing the rites of the silvery sect in an undedicated temple. All these dwarfs just preaching and praying that they're leaving tribute to the flaccid god. Oh dear. So this is built now. Let's pop our bridge in, because we may get a bit of an early drama coming in from these little weirdos, also known as necromancers. We're going to make this bridge probably out of, we need two. Let's do some marble, shall we? A rough marble bridge. And we have that lever, so we'll be able to link them up shortly. There we go, that's looking good. Our dwarves have a way out. Now, let us, I think mine through there is probably going to be our best bet. Just like that. Our dwarves coming over. Will our dwarves survive the magma tap? Run, buddy. Perfect. They got out of there lightning quick, and we can see the magma spilling in. Various underground critters burning away. Plants disappearing. The light floor fungus being cooked away. Apparently cave spiders are a wee bit immune to magma. Interesting. There we go. And this, as it fills up, we'll be able to use to power our forges. Now, with that underway, so a bit of channeling. Hopefully our dwarves won't light themselves on fire. That'd be very nice if they didn't. Careful you lot. There we go. Now, first thing we'd like to do, pop in a little bit of a construction. We'll just use some firelight because it's nearby. Then on top of that we can put in our very first smelter. This early we're going to start smelting. And so when it's one of the first things we're going to make are going to be golden goblets. And we are going to get humongous great waves from that. Man, I could really do with another coffee actually. Whoop, pardon me. My cups are colliding. Now, let's see, so this is built. Happy times. Let's get over here to our temple and build ourselves BML for a lever, and we'll bop it up in that corner. Microcline mechanisms, we need one more mechanism. One mechanism, please. There we go, that's built now. That lad standing on top of it, meditating on minerals. Thinking and dreaming about mining. Here's our other mechanism coming up. A nice mechanism actually. In our nice workshop. There we go. Now, stand aside please dwarf. I understand you're having a bit of a meditation, but we would like to link this lever. So we'll link it to this bridge. So now we can pull this lever if things get a bit dramatic. Yeah. Now, so once that's built, we'll pop in that smelter up there. And hopefully we'll see a lot of goodies coming our way very shortly. In the meantime, what we can do, it's time for a new cut gem order. Cut gems. And we will go for, this time, these lads. Jelly opals. 5 of them, because that's all we have. And there we go. Ooh, pardon me. So many yawns, man. I think I might need to pop up and snag a very quick coffee. I know I disappeared like 20 minutes ago to use the bathroom, but I didn't realise how desperate I was for a bit more caffeine. I know, it's a pity. But, if nothing else, at least you guys can listen to a good bit of music while I'm whipping up that coffee. It won't take me long. Is that a whole rattlesnake? An entire rattlesnake? Yes, but will there be a cat asks for more? Yeah, don't get me wrong, buddy. We're still going to stream for another couple of hours. Don't even worry. Although you have to go to work. Oh, the worst thing. I have to go into the office tomorrow. Dreading it. But for now, I'll be right back. Hey, hello. Now, let's see, how are we going in the various parts of the fortress? I'm fairly certain we're still cutting gems at the moment. Oh, do we have any fancy ones here? Let's have a look. Normal gems, one and all. A large, single cut red zircon. The only way to get those these days is by cutting gems. Just how we're doing it. Designating them by type. And our first batch of migrants have come in. Come in, dwarfies. The donkey leading the way. Oh, was that it? Was it just a small collection of lads and a donkey? I wonder, was it a family? Sometimes we get families. 2 children. And it looks like 3 adults. A woodcutter, an armourer, and a weaponsmith. Not bad. With that underway, let's cut out 5 new bedrooms for these dwarfies, shall we? Just over this way. It's 3, 4, and we'll do number 5, I think there. Up and over, there we are. Now I was thinking, if we wanted to be fancy, we could do an underground river in this fortress, but pump it up from the caverns below, because the caverns aren't too far away. Maybe that's something we can look into once we get our magma coming up properly. We can even pump a little bit of magma through this level as well. We'd have to be a bit careful about pressure, but it's doable. It's very doable. Now, let me try this very hot and burning coffee. Actually, no, let me not try it. Just touching the edge of the coffee mug with my fingertips gives me severe and shooting pain. Extreme agony. I can see the smoke coming up from my office desk as the mug burns its way through the table. Meanwhile, a rattlesnake is fighting our expedition leader. The rattlesnake slams into an obstacle. Oh, because so let's look at this. The expedition leader grabs a rattlesnake by the left fang, by the right hand, just grasps it, interrupting the rattlesnake's attack. Then they throw it by the fang. The rattlesnake slams into an obstacle, snagging a bruise in the muscle and the left lung. Actually, no, the rattlesnake is biting the expedition leader, rather, giving us a bruise. And now the expedition leader is having trouble breathing. Can someone kill the snake? Listen, why is the snake coming further into the fortress? Listen. dear everyone. We're gonna say... Yeah, so we need to begin with a militia commander. Just someone to smash a snake quickly. And we're gonna get our armourer, Besma. New squad for Besma. We'll say metal armour, we don't have any, but that's alright for now. And we'll actually grab Besma, because we have some war dogs. So where are you, Besma? There we go. Legendary armour smith, so let's hope they don't die. And let's assign them some work animals. Our one single stray war dog, now called Kabook Irreliston. Expedition leader probably had it coming. I don't know. Our expedition leader is doing their best. Quickly, dwarvies, at least dwarf and doggy, kill the rattlesnake. Let's actually follow this wee lad. Down it comes through the fortress. There's blood splashed everywhere. The rattlesnake starts moving forward. And suddenly a dwarf and a dog into combat. Did you just punch out all of that snake's teeth? You did. That's a bit extreme, buddy. Let's see. The militia commander scratches the rattlesnake. Another punch in the head as well, bruising the skull with a punch. Yeah, get him. Yes, perfect. And then we take the rattlesnake and throw it in the bin. And we're actually going to come out and we're going to say the bin. Actually, the bin should be over this way, huh? And we'll say, at least for the moment, the bin's going to be here. We'll just drop stuff into the magma. We'll remove this later, but for now... Oh, you don't want to... Oh, wrong one. This is what we want. Garbage dump. There we go. And now people will come up and they'll clean away that little wee yucky snake lad who's been giving us so much drama. Where is this lad? Up here. So, someone's already coming up to grab it. I love it. Thank you very much, Lou. Did you just throw away a rattlesnake? I think you did. There's ashes down here, so I think the rattlesnake is a rattlesnake no longer. So I'm not seeing anyone work on this piece of flooring. Ah, it's because the firelight's on the other side and no one can reach it. Listen, dwarfs, that's not funny, right? That's a big no-no for dwarfs. Firelight, come on. This one here will be perfect. Don't grab that one, man. No one can reach that side. The bridge will never be done. Right. We're going to say the dwarfs can make it out of pomegranate then. And I think very quickly someone's going to run over and work on it now. So, we'll get that underway. Look at these lads wandering about. I love it. So while we're waiting for that to happen, I think that there's a good spot. Let's carve this open too, shall we? There we go, and that has been built perfect. So let's get ourselves a magma smelter here in furnaces. Magma smelter. We can turn that off. There we go. And we'll just pop that in. Actually, maybe up like that. That's pretty nice right there. Oh, no access to magma safe building materials. Really? I thought we had some granite floating around. Is granite not magma safe? We have nice, and nice is definitely not magma safe. Slate isn't either. Marble is not. We have galena, but no granite apparently. Oh no, we got some granite. Let's have a look here at our orders, and if we go into stone use and look down this list, we'll see if we have. So dolomite is magma safe. Interesting. So is galena. I don't think we want to use galena in construction at the moment though. We can do if there's nothing else. Raw adamantine and sphalerite. Right, so we might just go galena for now. Whoops. So let's get to stone use, come down to galena and say our dwarves for the moment can make stuff out of galena. And we'll pause, and then we will do, once again, furnaces, magma smelter, will you work now? Yeah, there we go. And on this other side, we'll do a magna forge, probably tucked in like this I think. Iron anvil and a piece of galena. There we go. That's all we needed. Once those are done, we'll disable galena as anything other than a smeltable rock. Nice and easy. Man, that mug. Why are you so hot right now, mug? There's no need to be so spicy. Does my mouth agree? Is it too warm? And I see, Too Long has adopted Urist Hotspot. So that is Dagger something. Why is your first and last name both Dagger, buddy? Let's see, Urist the Metalcrafter, Proficient Metalcrafter, Urist Dagger Drilled, man, Urist Dagger Drilled. First name Dagger, so Dagger Drilled. I actually really like that. So, let's get these beds coming for this place up here. At this point we probably can get repeating beds jobs going as well. So, bed. There we go, let's get that happening, and we'll say, if there's not many beds, make some more. Perfect. Sometimes a name just hits different. Yeah. powerful dwarven name. Yeah, even Urists themselves. There was once a dwarf in the Bay 12 Games forum who got up to some severe hijinks, some really dwarven shenanigans. And their name was Urist, also known, which translates to dagger, I should say. And ever since then, when people are talking about dwarves and they want a generic dwarven name, the name Urist always comes up. And it's all because one dwarf had such powerful shenanigans that it actually dented all of humanity's psyches whenever they're thinking about Dwarven Fortress. Amazing. This is really hard. Burns my mouth. Also, wakes me up a bit. Also, it's early autumn. We will be having traders coming shortly. Oh, is that some milk quartz? I have a little bit. Nothing too major, but I won't say it completely, no. I would not mind having some golden ingots coming. So, let's come up and find ourselves those gold vents. So the gold is above us. Far, far above us. So we dug in down here on this layer. The gold, it is further back amidst the onyx opals, which are worth a fair bit. And there we go, native gold ore just over here. So the real question is, do we auto mine from the edge, or do we mine our way around the long way and just turn up here? I think we'll auto mine. And then we want to connect, if we want to connect that to the fortress, we can just sort of, you know, wall it off again. Yeah. There we go. Here comes our rough milk quarters. Not the heaps, but you know, enough to get us rolling. It's a pity we don't have glass, because this would all be glass windows looking out across the magma pool. Wouldn't that be fantastic? We have struck some onyx opal on our journey. Don't mind me, I'll just have some onyx opal. And we'll also get our gold smelting going. So, let's smelt some native gold. And we're going to say, if there is some gold nuggies, do them a smelting. You hate to bring it up. But what happened to the obsidian bridge? You mentioned goblins. So, what happened to the obsidian bridge is we had a goblin invasion. Now I thought, our traps should be able to handle this for the most part, because we had our humongous great goblin grinder going. And so we let them approach the fortress. The grinder did injure most of the goblins, but a few made it through. And I was paying so much attention to other stuff, I did not see them sneaking to the fortress. So these goblins came and attacked us. A humongous slaughter. Our dwarves barely held them off. But in the end we were conquered. We had a few glitches here and there, which kind of slowed us down a bit and broke our pathing. But yeah, all in all, it was a horrific loss. I know, it is a pity. We were all hoping to be able to do fantastic things with that very fancy obsidian bridge we were looking at. There we go, obsidian opals coming in, lots of gold. And one thing we'll do with that gold is just down here, sort of in front of our smelters, and don't worry, we'll tidy this up eventually, but right down here we would like a metal ore stockpile. There we go. Nice and easy, just that simple. And we're going to make sure we have a good amount of wheelbarrows in here. And we're going to make those wheelbarrows flat out of wood. A good 10 will do us wonders. We've already got orders to smelt that ore. Perfect, perfect. Yes, this fortress. This is the fortress that we'll take revenge against the goblins with. Because we're going to pump heaps of magma up here. And we'll have a huge storage area full of magma, a giant tank of it. And when we get sieged, we pull a lever and magma will flow out of the side of this hill, gushing down into the field, burning up every available goblin. Fantastic. Over this way we have lots of gold. We have our onyx opals doing quite well for themselves actually. Are you gonna go and get something to drink, buddy? If you're thirsty, go drink. Come on, bud. You don't need to worry about doing that stuff. Go get a drink. Look at this lad. What are you doing? Oh, I see our problem, chat. I see our problem. Don't worry. We'll just build one of those. Put in a very small food stockpile next by. See, I could be paying more attention while I'm playing this game, man. I get too caught up in having a chat and carrying on. And then suddenly dwarves are like, hey man, we're dying. So I said this just to be a food stockpile, and we'll do some plant gathering. And we can turn this stuff into some very tasty drinks very quickly. I'm going to say brew drink from plants, possibly from fruits as well actually. There we go. And we'll repeat that and we'll say less than, I reckon, less than 200 for now. Or less than 100, that's still fine. We only have a few dwarfs. There we go. We'll wait for our manager to get that rolling and then our dwarfs will start working on this. Get ourselves some of the drinks. Man, I need that coffee. I am telling you. Although it is a grim reminder of the hardships to come, a supply caravan looms on the horizon, trundling towards us, animals and dwarfs working together to bring us all the goods we need to survive the next month, the next season. The caravan from the Theatre of Fealty is a very welcome sight. Their eyes are alight with the anticipation of inspecting the splendid wares and fancy gems of our industrious craft dwarfs. Take careful stock of your own stores. What these merchants offer might very well be the difference between a prosperous future and a slow and meaningless death. Oh good, on them for coming up so quick. Let's move some goodies about. We're going to go for, if we come down, not large gems, they're not usually worth a whole heap. Oh, what we need first, let's get our broker coming in. We will say Irel, who's a very skilled appraiser. Now, let's move goods now. We'll be able to see how much things are worth. So, cut gems, and we have some wax opals, a little bit of taulamines, some very expensive red zircons, and some jelly opals, and we'll be trading every single one of those. Let's also see, do we have, we might have gold, but I don't think we have goblets just yet. So we'll give it some time. Our dwarves will bring up all those goodies, 19 items. That is heavily tasty. Yum, yum. Now, down in here, how are we doing with biddies? Well, you're doing pretty good. Start popping in doors and whatnot. There we go. So that's another set of bedrooms, which means our dwarfs are once again perfect. 11 bedrooms, not quite enough. However, those children can share rooms with their parents sometimes, so it's nothing to worry about. Not every time. Sometimes the children just grab in a random bedroom for annoying reasons, but you know, sometimes we're alright. And Alco TF, thank you so much for that follow. That is super appreciated. Expedition leader, Zelburn, is meeting with the outpost liaison at Minkot. They're going to ask us what we want and what we'd like. Is anvils? Iron anvils, thank you. A little bit of leather, just in case we need some. Some woods. Wood's always good. And I'm thinking, let's see, some seeds. They only have deep underground seeds. We could use those eventually, not right now though. Anything else we have a fancy for? Maybe some plants, just in case we need them for drinks. That should do. Yeah. Thank you very much, these dwarfies. Man, oh man. And Alco, jeez, you legend. Alco coming in, dropping an entire subscription. Thank you very much, buddy. It's super appreciated, man. Very nice of you. Now, this is coming in. We should be brewing pretty quickly. You're a fan of the old Dwarf Fortress? Oh man, that's perfect. You have found the best channel for that then. Because all I stream is the old Dwarf Fortress these days. One of my most favourite games of all time. Now we've got our goodies moved over. Let's get our broker on in, shall we? Our broker will be rushing up. They're just finishing up their drink at the moment. Just like I was. And once they've had their drink, I think they'll be drinking from a pond or something, at a guess. But once they're done with their drink, they'll come up for a bit of a trade. Now, we do have someone coming up to brew, which is very important. We have a little bit of plants, so we should be fine. Oh, and that doggy is still following their owner. There we go, someone's brewing. I love it. Thank you, Dwarf. Over here, here's our broker. And if we look at the description, because we were out of booze, you see, she was disgusted drinking nasty water. Well, pardon me. And irritated when thirsty. Don't worry, buddy. We'll get some booze coming up. For now, let's do some trading. All those gemmies. 5,000 value, not too bad. Especially not for our first trade. They brought in some rose gold. I'll never say no to rose gold. A bit of aluminium too. Ooh, that's tasty. Other than that, let's see. Let's grab some of these very cheap ropes. They have some expensive ones, but we'll grab some of the cheaper ones. We're also going to have a look at a boat for a child. Same with that puzzle box. Give the kids something to play with, you know. Any particular goals for this fortress? Yes, actually. In this fortress, we were really lucky. We were digging around under the earth and we found a little wee magma pipe just about 30 levels below the surface. So one of our goals is we're going to make a nice wee little goblin disposal system, pumping magma out into the surface whenever we get a bit of a siege. So that's one of the goals. Other than that, I think it would be nice to do a little bit of surface construction, maybe a couple of towers. We have a little bit of nice material to build with, so that'd be nice. But yeah, mostly we'll just be pumping magma all over the place and possibly killing half the fortress. Should be fun. Let's also have a look at what other thingies these dwarves have given us, shall we? A tin cage. We do like the odd cage. Capturing animals and sometimes dwarves. It's always good. They brought in a chicken, a llama, and an alpaca. Lovely. They bought some drink. We are definitely having some drink. Some cheap barrels too. See, dwarven ale. Buffalo's milk. We don't really have a use for that now. We can turn that into meals later. For now, we just want those two booze barrels. We'll grab these buckets. Thank you. They brought in some short swords. Very tempting. However, for us, that's a bit of a waste of money. Now, we have a spear pick. We can grab a spear pick. Oh, sick magma projects. Many lives will be lost. Oh yeah, I'm betting on it. I am betting on it. What else we got in here that we could be interested in? We don't need clothes right now. We will snag a goblin cap chest. That's very fancy. They brought some bags. Let's buy some very cheap bags. Some of them go for like $10 a pop. So we just swoop in and snag the cheapest ones. Let's see. 30, that's not too bad. Other than that, we will grab... It's tempting to grab a whole bunch of leather. We might grab a little bit of leather, to be honest. And we'll finish up with some cloth, just for moods and whatnot. There's a lot of other stuff in here. I did see some anvils. Let's grab a couple of anvils. Profit's still high enough, that will be fine. You can see they brought in mini plants and whatnot. We don't really need that, to be honest. We have heaps of that going on. So I'm thinking for now, we'll call this pretty good. So let's trade this. And Kador says, oh wonderful. Thank you for your business, that's fantastic. And they're very ecstatic with the trading. They do love a good couple of double handfuls of gems. We have 50 drinks while we've been trading. TL didn't read. Doomsday super weapon construction. Yeah. I think initially we'll just pump a little bit of magma out the side here, but we will get big towers with magma running through them that drip magma from the tops down onto the ground, annihilating the forest, upsetting the elves, evaporating the goblins. It should be fantastic. Oh, I'm seeing a hungry animal down in the chapel. So, where's our temporary animal storage area? Just up here. Let's pop those wee hungry animals in. Let's have a look. We have very many cats, a couple of doggies. There's that mule foal we saw. There we go. And we'll pop in the llama and the alpaca and the hen. There we go. Uh-oh. Honey badger don't care. Honey badger falls from a tree, crashing into the ground. The flying steel bolt strikes the honey badger in the upper body, tearing the muscle and tearing the liver. Oh. I think the military has come up to upset the honey badger. The traders have come. Caused a ruckus. Now, so we have these running along. We have lots and lots of gold bars and a forge. So let's get a good clean stack of gold goblets, huh? The old DGs. Let's see, gold goblets worth a lot. Perfect for trading. And on top of that, we could probably get around to doing a little bit of fortress decoration with a bit of gold. So let's slip in with a bit of gold up this way. Selecting material after placement, there we are. We have 23 gold bars and we have that little bit of rose gold too. And we're just doing a little bit through the middle. You don't want to go overboard, but we can do a wee bit. Oh, that needs 9 right there. And we'll do a bit more over there. There we go. And the importance of that is that's really going to start boosting fortress value. So we will get bigger and bigger migrant waves now, which is fantastic. That coffee is dead empty. Sad times ahead. There we go. Gold floor is coming in. Over here we see our dwarfs working away. We're getting our golden goblets. The value, $300 a pop. It should be a little bit more than that. I think it's just our brokers, a very early game at the moment. Oh, we have my asthma. Who died in the fortress? No one should have died in the fortress. I saw a little flash of my asthma. We have 100 drink, 8 food. Ooh, that's scary. We should have dwarves coming up to gather some plants though. Let's maybe some goods. Maybe we can buy some food from the dwarves, huh? Let's see. Goblets. We'll bring out these golden goblets. The merchants will be leaving. Will we get goblets out there in time? We have heaps of drink, but not a lot of food. I mean, we could always cook some drink, but I'd rather not, you know. See, our dwarves aren't doing much gathering. They must be very busy. Probably dead critters. Possibly. I think a lot of it is just our dwarves kind of cooking up all our plants and stuff. There we go. We're getting some more though, all as well. Dead honey badger. We could like bin that, to be honest, just before it starts to stink a bit too much. Oh damn. Damn. We were close to trading with them, but they snuck away. Some dead strawberry plants on the floor. That's a bit mean. 10 food. There we go. We're climbing. And some migrants. Not a massive wave though. It was just about 4 layers, bringing us up to a grand total of 16 now. And our arrivals are a woodcutter, a leather worker, and 2 more children. Damn it. These children just will not leave this fortress alone, I'm telling you. However, every hand helping out the fortress is very much appreciated. More native gold ore, I love it. Now, one other thing we can do now. This poor old expedition leader is a wee bit injured. We're a bit pale. Ugh. Our expedition leader has a bit of a rotten neck problem. We're too small to have a hospital, so good luck not dying. And nearby the soon-to-be dead dwarf, we're going to pop in just a couple of plots. We'll do actually we'll do one more. Maybe we'll do one up here as well. There we go. Rotten neck. I don't know, man. I don't know how much I like the idea of a rotten neck. Oh, we've just lost a dwarf. Zugler, mind-grooved, has assumed the position of expedition leader of the narrow cloisters. Well, this poor old dwarf of ours. Our very first death in the fortress. The administrator is missing. I'm sure our dwarves will find out where they are. There we go. The administrator died outside their office. We know what to say. Throw the dead dwarf in the magma. We do need a new manager. And that'll be the expedition leader, Zugler. Zugler, here is your office. Good luck, buddy. You got poisoned, now necrosis. That's why you don't piss off rattlesnakes. I don't think that was from the poison. That was from, I think, the honey badger, actually. As far as I can tell. He's been filed away for later review. Yeah. Let's get some alfalfa and some pear millet plants. Pearl millet, rather. We have a few prickleberries and whatnot floating about. Ooh, 10 pendant amaranths. And some pomelos and some rambutans. And down here we're planted. Life improves for our fortress. Slowly, very slowly but surely. Powerful yawns. Man, oh man, I only just finished the coffee. Still yawning. Terrible. That's alright. We call them mini Monday streams for a reason. Let's get ourselves some tables. I'm gonna go for gold tables, just for fun. And then we'll go for some rock thrones. There we go. 10 of each should do us wonders. And we'll set up a few tables and chairs over here in the temple just for now. Yeah. We have 10 food, 100 drinks approximately. Ooh, pardon me, we do need to sort ourselves out an office for a certain bean counter. Yeah, the stream sadly will be coming to a close somewhat shortly. I know it's a bit of a shorter stream than normal, but I'm telling you, I am a tired wee lad. And sometimes it's nice to do a bit of a normal shorter stream. And these are mini Monday streams. The goal is between 3 and 4 hours. So if we hit 3 hours or so, that'll be fine. Now, let's find out around this sort of stuff. Goat Rush is going home. Yeah, man, have a nice safe trip. And Cat is horrifically, extremely offended by the mere thought of me thinking about finishing the stream at some point. All the stream, all the time. Cries Cat. There we go, knock these in. So these will be, a few of these will be bedrooms, but at least one of them is going to be an office for our bookkeeper, so they can keep books in peace. There we go, dwarves are mining, dwarves are mining. We're late autumn. What is the typical stream schedule? That is a good question. So, if you pop open the little wee stream schedule in the thing, in the page itself, what it shows there is pretty accurate. So I stream every weekend, my time in the weekend. So if you're in America, I might end up streaming Fridays and Saturdays, possibly. And I stream for about 6 hours on my Saturday and Sunday. Your Friday and Saturday if you're in America. And then on my Monday, which is today, I stream for usually about 4 hours. Because on my Monday, I stream after work. There we go. But yeah, if you look at the schedule, it shows you what the time is in your time. It all makes it kind of relative, which is nice. Oh, 36 gold. Don't mind if I do. And rose gold and aluminium. That is not bad. I'm thinking around the edge of this. We're going to pop in some microcline blocks, so we'll have to get into a bit of block making. Should be nice though. Are these custom rock spikes? They are actually. They are modded, and I quite like this mod now. I usually swap between a few different mods depending on how I'm feeling, but if we type in this, Moss, excuse me keyboard, where is that D gone? There we go. If I type in this, and it shows you what the current mods are. The spacing's a bit scuffed at the moment because I typed it out like a weirdo, but we have, aside from DF Hack, Kitaris Stone Variations, and better engravings. We haven't done any engravings yet, but the engravings do look a bit nicer than just dwarf heads. Sometimes I have more mods than that, sometimes less. But you know, it's all good. Let's pop a few doors in. Oops, there we go, we can cancel that back one. Let's put an order in. Oh, we might have a spare throne and table if we're lucky. Just like this, there we go. That is an office for our bookkeeper. So, let's get ourselves a bookkeeper. And we're going to say this planter can do it because they're quite proficient already. Good old lead, man. Everyone needs a bit of lead in their life. And let's pop it in to our bookkeeper. There we go. And now they can keep the books. You like the stone sprites a lot. They are nice, right? I'm a fan of them. The schedule is pretty useful. If someone's streaming at what seems like a weird time for you. They're either in a different time zone or maybe a bit insomniac. Yes. Yeah, that's the one. Usually my schedule doesn't change too much. I do the odd bonus stream here and there, but mostly I stream on those 3 days. Let's get some beardies in. There we go. And already our bookkeeper is bookkeeping. Perfection, I'm telling you. So, we'll let our dwarves work away on this stuff. Are you praying on top of the floor we're trying to build, buddy? Oh, and you're feeling a bit grumpy about it. Let's see. Terrified, reliving, seeing Zalban's dead body. Yeah, poor old Zalban. Dead and then thrown horrifically into the magma. There we go. There we are. And one thing I want to check is, do we have any fancy engravers yet? We only have novice engravers. What a pity. You were having awful dreams last night, but knew you'd start up any moment once you woke up at 4 AM. Oh man, that sucks that you're having horrific dreams. Oh, we're out of food again? Whoops. Listen, it's fine. We'll just do a little bit of plant gathering. There we go. Now, we might actually set this to highest priority. Oh, there's no need, people are already gathering plants. There we go. Food is increasing. Good job, dwarvies. But yeah, sucks to hear you're having rough dreams though. I get the same myself very infrequently. The problem with me is when I get weird dreams, I get really weird dreams because of my SSRIs like to turn up dreams all the way up to 11. Drives you a wee bit bonkers, but you know, our tables are coming in very fancy. Now, let's get a bit of a mining zone down here, just so we can start getting a bit of the old microcline coming. There we go. You're dreaming of the end of the world. Oh dude, that is rough. Not so fun? Oh yeah. Yeah, that is a pity, man. The worst thing about those dreams is not necessarily only experiencing, but it's like that they stick with you forever. Because you'll be like, at least for me, when I get a weird dream like that, it kind of sticks with me. And then I think about it on and off for a while. It's really annoying. Oops. No. There we go. Selecting that material. I just want to get a little bit more gold in here, just to finish off these edges over this way. There we go. I think that's going to be nice with that blue border. There. Now, let's get these bedrooms designated. There we go. Another 5, not quite enough for what we need, but we're getting there. Suddenly, amidst all the glitched icons, we can see a loading bar, which tells me we have hit early winter. I haven't heard any sign, not even a whisper of snow so far, so we might not be a wintry fortress, which is fine. We can have just a chilly fortress instead of a freezing one. There we go. If we look up here, not even a faintest lozenge of snow. Not even the thought of snow at the moment. On the edge of the screen here, we have some wild piggies getting ready to sprint from one side of the map to the other. And we have some magnetite just up here in the midst of our microcline mine. Ooh, and what's this? Daysite. Now there's an interesting rock spread. So, let's get ourselves a stoneworker's workshop. We'll use that daysite because it looks very interesting. Then right next to that, we're going to have a small size stockpile, probably about this big. There we go. And this will be for stone, but we'll customize it. We'll come into other stone, and we'll come down or scroll and scroll until we hit the microcline. And now we have a microcline stockpile. We'll make sure it has a handful of wheelbarrows, just so our dwarves can keep it topped up, nice and easy. There we go, more gold's been smelted. And this is going to link to that stockpile, so take from this one, done, perfect. And then we'll click on this and we're going to say, if at any point there are less blocks than what we hope to see, make some more. So rock blocks, and we're going to say specifically microcline, and I've clicked on the wrong button, never mind, we need to go into work orders. New work order for this workshop specifically, and then we can come into our rock blocks once again. There we are. Specify our microcline, and then we can say if the amount of microcline blocks is less than 10, make 10 more. Nice and easy. Just to get the beginnings of our microcline coming along. Powerful yawns. Who is this yawning old man? Now, we have lots of gold, a little bit of magnetite, so we can get a nice bit of iron going if we so desire. Now, so this here is coming along. Once we get some blocks happening, I'll be very happy. One thing we can do, let's get back up to that mine again. And I might sort of widen this just a wee bit, because I know we're a wee bit low on the old microcline from the front there. There we go. Now we're looking better. Perfect, perfect. Now miners are coming up, knocking holes in this wall. Every now and again they'll unearth a nice big unbroken boulder that we can turn into some more blocks. There we go. Still the yawns assail me. Do I want one more coffee before the end of the stream? We'll go for another hour, I think. Yeah. So, rather than yawning directly into the microphone and directly into the camera, I'm going to make coffee number 3, the final coffee for the stream. In the meantime, I'll pop you guys into BRB mode, so you can enjoy a bit of music. Hello. Now, where were we? I see over here, dwarves are mining away, creating heaps of blocks. Perfect stuff, man. Let's bring those blocks over here. Let's start building them in our nice wee little shrine. There's those microclimb blocks. We've got 32 so far. Fantastic. You get about 40 from doing a batch of 10. It's fantastic. And Aiko coming in cheering 500 bits. Thank you so much. It's 1 AM. Gotta go. Hey man, that's all good. Thanks so much for hanging out. And you'd like a dwarf while you're bopping away. Yeah, dude. What sort of dwarf are you feeling? We have a wee collection. Well, only one of them's angry, and that's our poor old broker. Everyone else is in a pretty good mood for the most part. Oh, apart from our fisher dwarf, they may have been rained on. We have a good collection. If you're unsure, just let me know what sort of the vague general direction of what you might like. Maybe even as little as a dwarf with a beard or without one. You would like to be Led Dodo, the bookkeeper. That is all good. There we go. Good old Led is in an absolutely fantastic mood. And I'll rename them Alka, Tiff. There we go, 79 years old. And that they are in love with Urus Daggerdrilled, who is the dwarfiest dwarf to ever dwarf. Because as we all know, Urus translates to dagger, so they are Daggerdrilled. Amazing. An expert record keeper and a proficient planter. You feel so good at the moment. A little bit of bored after a lack of abstract thinking for too long. Now, when they start meditating on different things, we should be able to see that bump up, which will be cool. An annoyance at the lack of chairs. Don't worry, we'll be getting that sorted out. And love remembering a new romance. Ooh, someone's only recently fallen in love with Dagger. Very nice. You don't have any amazing items, however you are crying at the moment. You might be crying in wonder. Because if we look here, let's see. Euphoric due to inebriation, blissful remembering sleeping in a good room. You could be crying after remembering that, maybe. Proud near his own splendid table. I wonder why your dwarf is crying then. And the reason we can tell you're crying is you have a coating of Led's dwarven tears on each eye. And up here in your relationships, your worship table, Urus up here is your lover, the metal crafter. You have some kindred spirits and one good friend. You are very popular, this wee dwarf. Now, let's have a look at your personality. So, Alko has great creativity, a great affinity for language, a great deal of patience, and an ability to read emotions fairly well. He eschews practical concerns for philosophical discussion, puzzles, riddles, and the world of ideas. You know, I haven't seen that piece of text very often. That's pretty, I think that might be a new one. That's pretty good. At least for me, it's new. Anyway, he is an optimist, almost never feels discouraged, and tends to share his own experiences and thoughts with others. He is currently less private. He enjoys the company of others and lives a fast-paced life. He thinks he is fairly important in the grand scheme of things, and has a tendency towards forming deep, emotional bonds with others. He is currently more rude, more fearless, more confident, more shameless, and a little more thoughtless as well. And when he's nervous, he bites frantically at his nails. And Alko really personally sees guile and cunning as indirect and somewhat worthless. Values independence and values eloquence. He dreams of crafting a masterwork someday. And then finally, Alko likes marcasite, nickel, bandfire opal, the colour burnt sienna, pix, giant sparrows for their lovely songs, and the words of the quiescence of couples. When possible, he prefers to consume guinea fowl, swamp whiskey, soft wheat flour, only the softest wheat flour for this dwarf, and also tomatoes. But he absolutely detests rats. Yeah, a nice wee dwarf. All in all, living a nice wee little life. So while that's underway, I'm getting the feeling we might be still a bit low on bedrooms. But yeah, we need about 3 more for our current lot. So let's pop in some weirdly shaped bedrooms. There we go. Already our miners are rushing up, keen to help out, ready to get some dwarves tucked away in their new homes. Fantastic. There we go. Microcline blocks have been completed. If we look over here, look at that light blue and how well it goes with that golden floor. I do like that. There we are. We have a good amount of this microcline. I think if we're lucky, it might be enough to do this entire edge. And we will replace that lever later on and just get it on that floor there and relink to that bridge. We won't do it this stream because, to be honest, I'm feeling a bit lazy. But next stream we'll pick up that lever, move it about and get it looking a bit nicer. Oh snap, I don't think we have enough. We have 4 left, not quite enough to get this done, but that's okay. We can also look at getting tables on here once this flooring is in. That'd be pretty good. Yeah. These are coming in, slowly but surely getting mined out. And up here, how we're doing? Many golden goblets just lying around amongst drinks and plants. Swap this to strawberries. We'll make sure all of these keep growing. Prickleberries up there, perfect. You're still limping by with that food at the moment, but that's okay. That is no worries. Over here, people are smelting madly. We have all our golden tables done from the looks of things. Perfect, man. It's fantastic. But we gotta get into a bit of steel production as well. And if we're lucky, we might get migrants next year. It's still early winter, but I'm hopeful. I am hopeful. Now, more native gold has been completed. There we go. That is looking very nice. Let's get ourselves some tables. We don't need megatons, because we're only still a small fortress, but we'll do a couple here and there. So we'll do 4 down here, and maybe 2 up this side. Just to give our dwarves somewhere to sit down when they're eating. Closest material, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Oh, we're running out of rock pots, aren't we? Make rock pots, and we're gonna say if there's not many large rock pots, make some more. Nice and easy. Now, for that, we are gonna need a crafting area for craft ore, so we'll just do a small one up here. We will get a proper craft setup going eventually, but for now, we just need something that works, just to get us off the ground. There we go. Man, that's a bit toasty. Man, that's a bit toasty. There we go. Our chairs are in, our gold is coming in now. This top lot is done. There we go, now we got some nice seats set up for this temple. Let's also get the last little bit of this if we can. Just making sure we're actually selecting that material though. That's quite important. We have 28 microcline just lying about in the fortress. Perfection. That makes me very happy, I've got to admit. One thing I want to check, by the way, how deep does this go? Aside from mountains of gems which we can cut, it's quite shallow actually. Ooh, more onyx opal up that way. Don't mind if I do. There and there. Let's also get those cut, shall we? So let's get over here. We're going to say cut gems. We're going to specify the type. 17 of these sweet lads. There we are. Did you miss much? Not really. We have 15 dwarfs. Nothing too much in that department has changed since you left. We're slowly holding on to the amount of food we have in the fortress. Swap that into alfalfa. We're just digging our way through the winter, and we're hoping that next year we will have another very large and tasty migrant wave just waiting for us. Ooh, that's a bit of a redness on the old eyeballs, I'm telling you. Jesus Christ. It burns the redness. We're out of microcline. That's okay. We can just scroll up and get some more on the go. And look, we have some galena. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit more galena, to be honest. I mean, it's very good for the silver and the lead. Silver, good for warhammers. We could make a few silver warhammers for fun. And the lead, not too good for anything. However, if you turn it in, if you use it as the bottom part of the drop trap, or you use it in a minecart, lots of damage. Lots of damage. There we go. We're mining, we're getting more microcline. Exactly what we want to see. Over here, this stuff is still bopping along. We're smelting so much of that native gold. We're getting megatons of bars. So, let's see. Now, other things we need to keep in mind while our dwarves are off farming. We can expect very shortly to start getting some attacks from villainous fiends. So one thing I'd like to do, maybe up towards the peak of our mountain where there's not many trees, just up and over here, we have this huge plain filled with a fescue and meadow grass. Oh, we might get meadow flowers up here if we're very lucky. But up here, we're going to do a paddock again. This will be our main paddock for now. So, pen/pasture. A nicely sized one. Nothing too major. There we go. Perfect. And in that we will put all these animals and all the other animals that may have turned up. These sleds as well. There we go. Perfect. And around that we need to build just some walls and stuff, just so we can confirm that our animals are going to be safe when the fire scorches and rushes through this land. So if we look here, there's a big sweep up along this way. And we're going to make this out of some microcline, because this is the only blocks we have at the moment. We could always look at changing it to something else later on, but for the moment, we'll just be microcline lads. And we're just making sure that we're following this properly. Let's get that microcline, there we are. We'll just keep moving this happily up and over. Every now and again coming in to check that we're doing alright here. We've overlapped a wee bit there, but that's okay, that's fine. And keep bringing this up, nice and happy. Let me check again. Oh, we can start swooping this straight on over now. There we go. It keeps on coming down. Just to about that point when we need to start moving it down again. And then over like this. Oh, we only have 3 more blocks remaining. So it's not exactly perfect, but it's mostly there. That's fine. Now, we've got 2 reasons for doing this. One of which, we just don't want goblins to kill all our animals when they come to attack. But number 2, we want this to act as a fire break, to stop fire exploding and roasting away our poor old darling animals. And I was so close to accidentally tipping that out. I picked up the mug to shake it. Wasn't expecting it to be full. And the reason I wanted to shake it because I wanted to test if it was full or not. And you know, I did the same thing last night. Not so much shaking it to see if it was full, but more like just accidentally blasting it with my hand, not even realizing my coffee mug was there. Just after stream, and I spilled coffee all across my desk, making my nice wee mouse mat turn fantastic colours. It was amazing and revolting at the same time. Meanwhile, how are we doing over this way? We're running low on gold. Slowly but surely we're starting to run out of there. It's alright, it's not the end of the world. That's looking nice though. I am very much a fan of that sort of stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong. Kinda weird that the animals always like to hang out in temples and taverns and stuff, but what can you do? We can't tell the animals off for wanting to do such a thing. They're just following their normal old-fashioned nature. Pardon me. 26 plants, 127 drinks. We're holding on, we're holding on. Won't the smoke and heat get them anyway? So smoke doesn't kill anything. It just irritates them. And the heat itself, so heat can kill stuff very, very quickly. It'll burn them up, melt away their fat, all that sort of stuff. But our animals up here should be fine. Like, even if this for some reason somehow managed to get completely submerged in magma, we would see them get very hot and maybe lose a little bit of body fat, but I don't think we'd see them just kind of die. Hey, okay, thanks so much for hanging out, man. Cheers again for those biddies and whatnot. Have yourself a good sleep. Now, I'm just waiting for a few more of our nice wee microclimb blockies. Won't be too far away. We have a few on standby actually. Oh man, we can keep building. Nice. And we have more magnetite. We can get onto steel very quickly once we get a few more dwarfs. Which is good because we need that steel for pump mechanisms. Start blasting magma up from the depths, blasting it through the fortress where we want it to go. And eventually splashing out into the countryside whenever we don't like the look of something out here. Now, let's start swooping this around. Get that microcline happening. We have 40. We should be pretty good. Alright, we need to keep coming up this way. Sort of along the line between that and that, but extending over here. That's alright. And then we can just start swooping around. It doesn't matter too much if we kind of go over these lines a wee bit. We can always either repaint or just ignore that that's a problem. So, to get to here, do we either A, knock a door in, or start digging through the mountain? I think we dig through the mountain, guys. I am keen on that as an idea. And you know, this could eventually be like a temporary tower. It's pretty good in my book. But not a temporary tower, a permanent tower. Multiple levels tall, stretching up into the skies. Perfect. We could even pump magma through it as well, just to add to the carnage. More native gold's been smelted. We have struck some onyx and some more gold on our mining journey. And there we go. So, over here, the problem with this is this actually doesn't link up to anything. So, we will mine it off this way to where this stuff is. Oops. Come on now. There we go. That's looking a bit better. And we'll just sort of meander our way across. So a towering phallic symbol that erupts all over the enemies. 3 geese in a trench coat. Hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Now, where's our little thing? Oh, we're almost there. There we go. This game looks cute, and you're good. Awesome. Oh, a bit of rhyolite. Nice. And some more opal. Wonderful. So yeah, this game, Dwarf Fortress, looks cute. It's heaps of fun to play. And sometimes gets absolutely chaotic. Absolutely mad. My last fortress was attacked again and again by a bizarre menagerie of creatures. Stuff from goblins to other enemy dwarfs, to angry ravens and stuff, to unmentionable horrors and beasts from the depths below, including stuff like rocks and giants, which is fun. I'm a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy hole. Oh man. You know, I hardly ever get up to the old Yogscast stuff anymore. I used to watch them every now and again, a million years ago, because I used to be way into Minecraft, and I'd watch especially I think it's the Feed the Beast stuff, where let me see, so I've watched one episode, the legendary episode of Sips and Cern, where they almost blew up the entire server, the Yogscast modded Minecraft server, which was very funny. But on top of that, I used to watch a little bit of the, geez, what was it? There's a specific name of a biscuit, a British biscuit that I can't remember the name of, but they were building a factory to try and make it. Jaffa Cakes, there we go. They were making a Jaffa Cake factory a billion years ago. I used to love watching that, man. I'd watch it while I was at work, watch it while I was playing Minecraft, watch it while I was playing WoW. It's great. Great stuff, man. An absolute blast from the past. So, I'm hoping now that we're in early spring, we get ourselves a little bit of a dwarven migration going. So, a couple of things I'd like to check first off, actually. Okay, so this is coming over. Our dwarves will eventually link up through this, and they'll climb all the way up to get up to here. This child is playing out in the sunshine in the grass with the llamas, the camels, and the donkeys. We do need to come up, and we're going to build a ramp up here. Just, oh, pardon me. We'll build a ramp right here, just so our dwarves can come up and just seal this off, just for safety. We've cut some more onyx opal. Trade goods aplenty. Now, ooh, we are not growing anything in spring apparently. Strawberry plants, prickleberries, oh pardon me, prickleberries, and of course, prickleberries. Strawberry wine, prickleberry wine, as far as the eye can see. You have 36 dinners, 36 plants floating around. We could get, now that our population is starting to grow, we will get a little bit of a windmill going up on the surface at some point. That'd be nice. And it'll look amazing once we start splashing magma and fire all over it. Suddenly, an elven caravan appears on the horizon, just on the other side of the hill, and up they come, underneath the trees, walking past the blood amaranths, along and past the pendant amaranths. Down the hill they come with the donkey and the yak, coming to trade, big smiles on their faces. They have heard good things about the gems we've been cutting, and the goblets we've been crafting. The elves are keen as beans. So, while we're waiting for them, the broker cannot access the depot. That's probably because they're stuck inside a hole. That's alright, we'll get them out in a jiffy. In the meantime, let's come down and we'll bring in some gemius. A good stack of them. We won't necessarily trade all of them, but we'll trade a good wee bit. And we want goblets. Good old, delicious, disgusting and wonderful goblets. A wild boar is fighting a honey badger. Now, let's come down and just make sure this is still on the way. I'm not sure that it is. I think our dwarves are just taking it easy for the most part. They are. So we are going to carve a very high priority path right through the middle, just so our dwarves that are stuck can get out nice and easy. You have double miners, that's not bad. Since no one's coming up to mine right now. There we go, that's what we want to see. We really need to dig through this. Otherwise, the dwarves will start dying. We don't want that. Look how thirsty this lad is. Hungry and thirsty, wanting to attend a meeting. A honey badger is now attacking woodcutters and children. Listen. Are you causing a big ruckus, making your way towards the fort, possibly scaring away our elves? Listen, get out of here. We're sending our military of one dwarf and a dog. Thank you, you're gone, off you go. The elves are still trading, hopefully, and the honey badger is going home. Now, while that's going on, how are we doing up here, dwarfs? Hopefully they're still working very hard. The answer is... yeah! Dwarfs are going off to get a drink. Lovely. Crisis averted. Let's get our broker up. We're going to grab something to eat as well? That's right, we can wait for them to get ready. They were kind of starving and dying of dehydration for a while there. So they'll have a quick munch, they'll have some plants or something maybe. We're not making any meals at the moment, but we can get that going. We certainly can. Nope, they're attending a meeting. It might be with... actually, if they're the broker, they're probably just complaining to the mayor about being locked away behind a wall accidentally for so long. The mayor will be saying, whoops, sorry. Ah, there we go, now we're ready to trade. Now, let's see, what have the elves brought us? A single grown pomelo wood, Alethi, some weird fluty instrument, toys for the children, and let's see, what have they got in the way of animals? A wren, a snail, a weasel, a leopard, and a white-browed gibbon. Let's grab almost every cage. We don't really care about the tiny stuff, they're not fancy enough. We'll grab their barrel. I think we got buckets from the last lads. And what else are we feeling? See, knif vests and a robe in case we get elven visitors who want some clothing. Let's see, what else? Pomelo wood bracelets, very tempting, but I don't know, man. I'm not sure if we need that at the moment. We never buy food from the elves because that's all they'll bring otherwise. Alright. So they're wanting at least 1,000, maybe even double that before they accept the trade. So, let's sell a handful of gems. And some golden goblets, just to really impress these lads. If you make good friends with the elves, they'll start bringing you nicer and nicer stuff. Let's get the snail and make it the priest in Flaccid Temple. Was there actually a snail there? We can certainly buy a snail. Let's have a look. Oh, it is a snail. I thought it was a weasel or something weird. No, we can buy a snail. And we will trade that. They'll get almost 4,000 profit, but that's fine. Nisa says, thank you very much. Wonderful. And they seem ecstatic with the trading. And then we can pop away our trader. Off you go, buddy. Now, let's put in an order for a very nice... We'll go for a... We'll just go for one rock in general. Pedestal. And then we can pop a snail on top. Just for fun. There we go. Now while we're waiting for that, let's get 15 population. I am tempted, so tempted, to start decorating these places with nice flooring and stuff, but we don't have the population for that at the moment, sadly. So we'll just go beds and some small rooms, and then we can assign them. Bedroom, bedroom, bedroom. There we are. It's another 3. We've made our pedestal perfect. Let's get over to the temple, and just on top of this nice aluminium flooring, we will pop in our display pedestal. Right there, thank you. And we'll give that a couple of seconds. Someone has to haul it over, probably from up here. Someone else is making rocket doors. Oh, is this being placed? Are you placing it, buddy? I think he's placed it. Buddy, get off the pedestal, thank you. Here's our nice pedestal. We'll assign a new display item, and this is a cool trick that I didn't know until version 50 came out. But if you scroll down, in this list, right towards the bottom, you will find something very interesting. Let's see. Small, tame animals. If you have small animals that you've tamed, they will appear in this list. And we can pop in that tame snail. How do you tame a snail? I don't know. But if we pop it there, it'll sit on that pedestal forever. You can do the same with very interesting looking birds and all that sort of cool stuff. And snail's been placed. Child leaves, and now we have a snail on a pedestal in the temple on some aluminium flooring. Just absolutely pure heaven, to be honest. Now, hey, Goat Rush, thanks for that 100 biddies. Thank you, thank you. Hey, I called it. I told you if we got that gold and we did some big trades, we'd get migrants. And look, wandering onto the map comes Mosmus, the dwarven child. I think they're the first migrant on so far. Come on, buddy. Here we go, people wandering in, dwarf after dwarf. Is this going to be a big wave? We're already up to 25. That's not bad, to be honest. It's a solid 10 dwarfs. I'm in love with that, to be honest. And if we look in here, we have another miner. I'm in heaven at the thought of another miner. A ranger that we can turn into a hunter. An animal caretaker. Another fisher dwarf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 children. Damn it. Once again, a child fortress grows ever massive. Made some more rock doors, and the merchants will be leaving. We've done our trading. We even got a snail from them. Now, but yeah, it gets really cool, that stuff, because you'll have like parrots and stuff on there, and they look really nice. Now, let's get on up, way on up, to the top of our hill. Over here. Whoop. Why is there a pool of rattlesnake blood here? Did a rattlesnake make a bad maneuver? Chickens will kill snakes like nothing, man. Chickens are brutal, absolute monsters. They look and sound sweet and cute, but they're hardcore and horrific, killing all they can. Okay, maybe not that hardcore, but still, they could take on a snake, man, I reckon. We have only 13 microclimate. That's a pity. I would like a little bit more than that. Let's do 8. Probably about that much. That's 14. Damn it, too much. Listen, just do me that much there. 10, that's fine. We'll get a little bit of that done. The magma bubbles away, powering our smelter and our forge. Now, a little bit of food, lots of drink. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for, every now and again, some lavish meals, just to boost some happy faces. And we're going to say, if there are drinks, so we come in, we add it, just a generic one by clicking on that, we come to type, and we type in drink. There we go. If the drinks is at least 100, make 10 lavish meals. And of course we'll come into our kitchen and we're gonna say, do not cook our drinks, please. For the love of Christ, don't cook our drinks. We have blood amaranth beer, dwarven ale and wine, pearl millet beer, prickleberry wine, rambutan wine, and then finally the delicious and mystifying strawberry wine. But yeah, we'll make dinners out of this stuff. I think we won't cook our strawberries. Strawberry plants are fine, but strawberries themselves, I'd rather just be strawberry wine. Let's see, prickleberries. We can make prickleberry stuff for now, I think. We will change it to other stuff in the future. Yeah. The elves have popped off. And while the elves are doing their thing, right there, by the way, that's going to be a spot for another big tower. So we'll have one here, one up there on this little lump in the ground. We can do some more up there. We'll have a handful of towers on the top of this hill of ours. It's going to look very nice once it's done. So, like I was saying, I'm also working on this, but inside of here, we're going to bop in a few more animals. We have a bonobo, which is a type of monkey, a weasel, and a leopard. Down here we are not missing anything that should be in this wee paddock, so we're all good. Now, oh, a ghostly administrator, Zelban, has risen and is haunting the fortress. So let's come up here. We're going to add a new task for a slab. Oops. We'll just do the one slab for now. That's all we need. Someone's already coming up to work on it, which is wonderful. Heavenly even. And once it's done, we will engrave it to Zelban, our poor old ghostly administrator, dead to either a rattlesnake bite or a honey badger neck thrash. Their corpse currently rests in 100,000 particles throughout the magma sea, thrown into the underground volcano by dwarves who are too lazy to bury them properly. You're done there, buddy? Nice. So let's come down to this, add new task. Nope, sorry, this one is still this one. Memorial slab and Zelban. There we go. We've been brewing still. And a miner has been possessed. That is a pity. That won't be a legendary dwarf if all they do is mine. They grab themselves a stoneworker's workshop. We were using that, you snot. Now we can't. And you began your mysterious construction. Listen. We can't engrave our nice slab if you're working on a weird construction. What are you even using for your construction anyway? Oh, just a lump of nice. This is going to be a nice cup. Whoever's possessing this dwarf is currently wearing the ultimate troll face. They knew we were trying to get rid of a ghost, and they just sauntered over, jamming up the old craft dwarf workshop. No, it's a mason's workshop. We do have those other masons ones, but seeing as it's linked to that stockpile, anything that's not in that stockpile, like our slab, will jam up and not be able to be completed. A nice millstone. I wouldn't mind a nice millstone actually, that'd be pretty good. Yeah. Here we go. The task. The miner has created Le task. Wait, what? Look at this, Le task. Desneseiden. The miner has created Le task. Desneseiden. The nice throne. They've named it after themselves. He claims it as a heirloom in the name of the family ancestor, Adil Yawning Tongs. That is very strange, but also pretty good. Such a nice throne it is. Let's have a look at this nice throne. Letas step paddled. Letas step paddles family heirloom. What a weirdo naming their artifact after themselves. The value is roughly 1,000, which isn't bad. This is a nice throne. All craft dwarfship is of the nicest quality. The object is adorned with hanging rings of nice rings of nice. Well, we will come up and we'll grab that artifact and we will bop it over here in the temple. And we'll slam in a spare golden table just to touch it up a wee bit. Such a nice throne, such a nice throne. Now with that nice throne done, we can also retry engraving our nice slab. Someone's already coming up to do it. Thank you very much, Lee. We've made some more microplane blocks as well. Perfect. Life improves for the dwarves. There we go. A nice memorial to Zalban. BFL to let us build a slab, and we'll tuck it down in this corner. There we go. That'll get rid of our ghost once it's built. Dwarfs are rushing about. Someone's installing this table. I saw someone sliding out very slowly. Here comes this lad building this table. The slab is in place. Suddenly, Zalban, the ghostly administrator, is put to rest. And there's our gold table and our nice throne. Wonderful. Now, thirdly, I think we're at the point in the stream where I say we've only been going for 3.5 hours, but that's about where we like to end up. You know, like I said, between 3 and 4 hours. I usually try and hit 4 hours, but I am a dead tired old man tonight. I am telling you. So I think it is time for us to call this stream happily finished. Thank you so much for everyone that's tuned up and had a nice chat today. It's been awesome having every single one of you here. It's always a treat, man, doing these streams. I tell you, it's my favourite thing in the week. Now, you guys will see me again next weekend. Same old, same old. Hey, see, this is what I'm talking about, by the way. I think this is added in the latest patch. Flowers. Awesome, awesome flowers. I love it. Mountain avens. In the spring. Late spring, flowers everywhere. Look at that. Isn't it heavenly? Thanks for stream. That's no worries, buddy. Thanks for tuning up. But yeah, let us read out. Thanks again for those follows, and all those hellos and smiles, and those bits, and those subs, and all that sweet jazz. But for now, we're going to raid out. Hope you guys look after yourself this week. Both, you know, physically and mentally. There's no point stressing yourself to the bone and being a bit sad about it. Take some time out of your week for yourself, you know. But for now, let's have a look. Who are we raiding? Who's online that we can bop in and say hello to? Let's see, we have a good selection. You know, I think it's that time for our favourite raid, our best raid, our most amazing raid. I see a certain Mr. is gunning around, doing some Battle Brothers. I'm a fan of the Hazar Battle Brother stream. Haz is one of my favourite streamers, dude. This guy is amazing. Sub up and raid the sweet lad. If you haven't seen him before, 100% recommend sticking around and checking him out, man. I love this dude. But anyway, like I was saying, guys, thanks again. Look after yourselves, catch you later, and ta-ta for now.